Episode 150.
I always talk over. Let's start that over. We're at 150.
I was about to yell.
We still can't start a show.
Interrupting you I started interrupting you.
That was crazy. I can
150 episodes, and we still don't know what the fuck we're doing.
No. No, sadly. Okay, let's try officially here. Okay. All right. Welcome to the Exploding Heads Horror Movie Podcast, episode 150. Woo! Big episode. Excuse me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't like my earphones. I gotta change them.
He's gotta change his earphones. I might have to change my fucking earphones because I've had a little cutout action a couple times. Coming into this a little disheveled.
I'm turning off my camera. I'm going to get the other earphones. I'm turning off my camera because I'm not wearing pants.
I thought he was joking. He's literally going to get more earphones. What is going on here? This is like a true opening to the show.
True. You're right.
Off the fucking rails before we even start.
Yeah, of course it is. Well, even getting this show going has been a thing. You know, I mean, it seems like it's the show that's been cursed, but it hasn't. It's just that, I overslept that time. I was sick. And then last week we were going to record, and then B was sick. And now this morning, me and B were over here kind of bugging out because homie wasn't showing up. We didn't know what was going on. Who's that 150? Oh, 150.
That's me. Who's that 150?
I thought you guys added someone to the show like a surprise guest. I see. What's this? One.
I'm moving back to my normal haunts.
He's moving. Okay, I guess I'm the constant. These guys are going off camera because they're moving locales. They're changing their mics. But that's what you get on this show. It's but not these days. It's okay. Record button. All right, and off we go. So I think I'm alone. Okay, I'm going solo cast at the moment. So check it. Okay, you can hear. At least I already lost my train. All I'm saying is this is the kind of that we can do this time anyway because it's the big blow off show. 150. We're just gonna have fun. We're gonna talk as long as we can about lots of different stuff. B is back. Okay.
What did C say about me, that fucking skunk?
C left too. I got left here. I was thrown out to the wolves to be the solo host.
Solo host.
But I had a few ahs and ums in there. I can tell you that much.
Did you have any likes in there? Like.
Not by the listeners.
Right. Oh, like.
Oh, look, he changed
that's
locations.
back to normal.
Oh, look, he's at Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah.
I've had that for the last episode, you fucking skunk.
Of course.
Keep up.
I didn't see that last
Keep
episode.
up.
Camp Crystal Lake? What are you talking about? The mask? What?
The sign that says
Camp. Oh, the sign. Oh.
He says he had it last episode.
I did.
Well, we didn't see it.
I got it for Father's Day.
I don't recall seeing it. Father's Day was that. Wait a minute. Damn it. Yeah, we did record. I don't know. I'm lost.
Yeah, with Rebecca.
Did you get your cake too, Bedelia?
Yeah, did you get a cake?
No, because nobody has a Father's Day cake.
It's Canada. You never know.
Oh, no.
Show.
I was just saying, maybe it's a Canadian thing, and I didn't. You never know what's going to come out of a different country from you.
What?
You know?
You.
I'm just saying.
Let's talk about this. You guys were giving me hassles because you're saying we've locked up the borders. We've opened. We're saying let's open them up. Now, you guys, as in the United States, are like, whoa.
Really?
Whoa. Yeah, that's what's going to give me a hassle trying to get over the border this week is the state saying that it's still not for essential travel only, non-essential will be turned away. So my wife had to go buy a ticket, a fucking really expensive plane ticket as backup in case we can't make it over. And then she can at least go see my daughter because my daughter is flying, but the cost for tickets has been ridiculous. And of course they shoot up every hour, it seems.
What, the planes or the tickets?
On heroin?
The tickets.
That's funny. He goes to shooting on planes. I go directly to heroin. Shoot up. That's great.
But suffice it to say, we have no clue if we're going to be turned away when we go to the border. I got your Friday the 13th Part 3. Well, this is mine, but I got your version upstairs just so I don't forget it, Dave. Because if everything goes according to plan and we cross the border, we'll be coming by your house and I'll be pissing on your neighbor's fence or on the wall because there's no fence. I figured I'm gonna try that, and I told Brandon I was coming. He was like, "Yeah, good."
Yeah, he's like, I'm flying in the night of the 27th, or I'm driving in the night of the 27th. I'm busy all day the 28th, so I won't be able to see you the 28th, and then I leave very early on the 29th. I'm like, when the fuck am I supposed to see you? I'll just stand in the middle of the street, just drive by and plow me down.
Well, blow me down.
Just Ben Tramer me. Just Ben Tramer me.
Quick, girls, get a selfie. A selfie. Get a picture. It's not going to stay on the windshield for much longer. I don't know. It is a quick turnaround. It's like, again, we don't know what to expect at the border. Then we've got to go to like a Walgreens or something to get a COVID test right out of the gate because we need to have a negative one to get back into the country until that's lifted, even though we're all double vaccinated. Who's going anyway? The people that are going. So then, anyway, my daughter's flying down, and if we get turned away, I zoom my wife to the Toronto airport, and she takes a flight, and the rest is history. But
why don't you Skype her
you don't get to see. Pardon?
Yeah.
Skype her to the Toronto airport instead of zooming her.
If this is the caliber at 150, I'm gone.
This has been the caliber for the previous 149. Why should it change now?
Yeah. You got to make it seem like this is a lower caliber. Like we're always up in the game. It's just marketing. I know it's the same fucking jokes. I've been telling the same dick and fart jokes since episode 1.
Right. Dude, I've been looking at I've been looking at feedback lately for
you've been looking at
for our podcast for
feedback.
I've been looking at feet.
It's a Tarantino podcast.
Not even feedback. I'm wrong. I've been looking at reviews and things for other horror podcasts out there. I'm looking at the demographics of to see if you like this, you may like this and stuff. So, because I was looking at our rating not too long ago. Someone said I haven't thought about it in a little bit, and then someone said something to me on Twitter that they left us a 5-star rating, and I thanked them, and I went to go look, and sure enough, I look at this where we have 210. I go, we're at 4.6. We're getting a little better. We're trying to creep up to 5. So anyway, I went down the rabbit hole, and I've been looking daily for like the last 3 or 4 days, and then I've been looking at other podcasts and what it feeds them to, and I've been making friends with some other podcast hosts on Twitter and on Facebook, and so I've been looking at people's different reviews from people. Well, I've seen a few. There's a couple shows, and a critique of these shows took them half an hour to get to the horror. If you could survive the beginning, the intro, and this and that, maybe they'll talk the movie. Could you imagine if they survive?
Everybody's so dramatic. If you could survive fuck off.
Well,
that's people. Word. That is people.
That is people. If you could survive,
hold on now.
You might have made that up. You might have made that up, right?
Well, it's so different when we talk about movies. Yeah.
Right. but imagine if they listen to our show and how long we bullshit. And our listeners love this. As a matter of fact, if the show goes over the way it does, we may propose another idea where we get these more frequently. Maybe we'll even talk about it on the show. About it privately, but never came out. So either way. But this is what's weird. I find it that our listeners like to hear about this stuff, and it always isn't just about horror movies. And I'm the last guy that I thought would ever say that I don't want to talk about anything but horror movies. But here we are. I just find it weird that they're complaining about some of these shows, and I'm thinking
Christian and I have been saying it forever. We don't want to hear Dave talk about horror movies.
I'm surprised that podcasted talking about horror movies as long as I have. But no, I love horror movies. It's just sometimes I just don't feel like talking about movies. I want to watch them and just enjoy them and let them and that goes for everybody. I've said this before, and again, I can't say this without coming across as a total dick, but I don't usually care what a lot of people have to say about the movies. And again, I can't sugarcoat that to make it sound like sweet. It's just the truth. There's certain people that I will listen to, and because I guess I respect their opinion, and then most people I don't. And it's not about our listenership, just in general.
I don't even respect your opinion.
Well, of course. Well, I mean, we know that. Look at that haircut. He went out, two haircuts in 1 year. I love this guy.
Yeah, look at him.
I got to deflect. As fucking Johnny New Pants always says. I never deep dive. I always deflect.
Johnny
Fucking New Pants.
Fucking New Pants.
Good old New Pants. Nice.
I love that.
I'll tell you, there is a way.
I shouldn't.
There is a way to sugarcoat it. See, there is a way to sweetly say that, because I'm a master at saying things sweetly. You know, when I think about how can I say this without making myself sound like a dick. I think about it. So I thought about what you were saying. All you have to say is, when it comes to other people's opinions, just say, I like to formulate my own opinions. What you like, I may not like, and vice versa. To each their own. That's it.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, that is a nicer way of saying it. I prefer to let it. I like to make sure they know that their opinion means nothing to me. like nothing. I'd rather hear people not wanting to vaccinate the second time or first time. I'd rather hear that than their opinion on a movie. That's what I'm trying to get out to the world. Actually, I don't even care. I think this is now just me trying to be a dick. I really don't care at the end of the day. It's a fucking movie. That's what we about. Well, that's it. I sometimes it comes out au naturel. I know this about me.
Honestly, I'm with you. Like, what I'll do sometimes is, like, I know for a fact if JP likes a movie, I could skip it. Like, we have the complete opposite taste in movies. So, like, I'll sometimes see JP post, like, this movie's awesome or this movie sucked. And I know if it sucked, I got to check it out. I know if it's awesome, fucking throw that bad boy right in the fucking trash.
But that's why I feel like I just posted this, actually just texted Jason Smith about this last night, I think. I was just saying, I don't even know how I've been podcasting for so long, because I don't, like, he will argue, as will Dave, until they're both blue in the face about their opinions on that movie. And it makes for an entertaining conversation for some people. But I'll sit back and go like, that's why you'll see me on the show. I'm like, okay, when are we getting to the next movie?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I had to take your stance on The Craft, even though I like The Craft. I was like, all right, he's checked out. He hates it. I'll pretend I hate it and argue with Dave.
I know, it could have been so fucking easy.
It's funny. It's funny because when there's passion, I think we all talk passionately about things. I feel with the new movies, it's definitely a little bit more challenging because it's something that you've just experienced once, maybe twice, and you don't have that history. And that's why I could talk so passionately about the films, of course, we grew up on, that we've watched dozens upon dozens of times and whatever.
Jason texted me last night too, and he can't believe you're still podcasting either. You goofy bastard.
He didn't respond to that. He was actually questioning why Dave hates, and this is it, because he would again be another deep dive. Why you hate Insidious 2 so much? And he says he feels that he can easily just correct that for you.
I do get those texts sometimes from Jason Smith too, like a random like, why does Dave Z hate on fill in the blank so much?
X movie. I'm like, I responded, and like, I said he definitely, when he has his mind set on something, he will voice his opinion, but he will allow discussion to possibly sway it. The downfall is I don't have enough, like, I don't care about Insidious 2 enough to fight the argument of I enjoyed it. It was good. I don't even know why you don't like it again. I actually forget the reasons as to why.
I cannot believe that this comes up now. Literally, I record. This is so perfect time because I could dig up the notes right now and do what I did on Podcast Under the Stairs. But I stopped myself on that show. And I said, you know what? My apologies before I say anything. My apologies to you. You selected it. And to everybody else, I'm going to tell you my problems with Insidious 2 and why I call it that. And listen up. And I go, and I just started going, this, why this? How come this? I go, there are two movies in my entire life that every note that I took ended in a question mark. They are Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, and Insidious 2, where I can literally question every single thing and not get a good answer. Now, this movie, I was talking to them about it on the show, and I go, okay, so I'm going to give me my spiel. I go, I'm going to try not to do it too long. So I did it for maybe 3-4 minutes. And I said, Duncan, I'm going to stop myself now. And he's like, I wish you wouldn't. He goes, I want to hear the show. He goes, you even held back. I want to hear the show where you really do it all. I go, I could do it. Now I got to find these damn notes. Because I tell you, if I could think of one word.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh, here you go. Insidious 2 rant. Here's my notes. Okay. Terrible Lin Shaye voice overdub. At least has the power to take away young Josh ? Josh loses the demon supposedly, but then sees the dead person sitting in a chair and just walks over to his wife all casual. The wife and cop should be looking for the witch woman who killed Elise instead of Josh. Going by that pic that we see, Elise took the revealing of the witch and not Josh. Josh doesn't care if the piano was playing by itself when his wife tells him. Why does he see the ghost later on, but not when it's in the kid's bedroom? Dudes lighten an image for no reason at all, and then you see older Jason behind younger Josh. Okay.
Jason Smith?
Renee, exactly. Waits to hear the boy cry before she runs. Sees the witch playing piano and gets up and walks. And hanging of the pic from the first movie of Josh and Dog. I don't know. I guess someone that is watching, I can't remember. First movie, the demon wears it in.
I'm sorry for cutting you off. Is he breaking up on you a little bit?
He is, a little bit.
Okay, good. So it's not on my end only.
That's all I care. You know what?
Okay.
I feel like we're all kind of like lethargically coming through some times.
Without restart, but continue from here. And
not restart that fucking rant. Continue from Jason Smith showing up in the bedroom.
Yeah.
More.
No, we'll get to more. We'll get to more. I just didn't know if you wanted to restart the call just in case.
Yeah, folks, we're going to stop the recording and restart the call and recontinue the show.
That's episode 150, folks. We love you. Goodbye.
See, there it is. Just like that, we're relaunched.
All right.
All right. Let me finish my notes. Okay, Jason Smith, listen up. Here's again. Hold on.
Yeah, he's the one going to argue this because I don't know the movie well enough to give two shits. To give Insidious.
Okay, here we go. Dice game is silly and stupid. Lorraine goes all day at the hospital without hearing the old man's suicide until it's convenient. Josh remembers everything except his wife's song. They stumble upon dead corpses behind a wall, and no one smelled it the entire time until they broke the walls down. Then later on in the movie, the dead women are in a completely different room in the house. All this is unexplained, by the way. Why does Josh get to go back in time in the first movie context? Why didn't he just keep knocking on the door in the first movie when it was the other Josh? Josh pulls out the tooth and throws it on the floor, and no one notices it until days later. Okay, why did Elise wait until close to the end of the movie to find Josh in the further? When Josh is choking Renee, why does he not hear the boys come in the front door and grab bats from a closet? Normal people walking through a door go back in time to the 30s suddenly. And one more, how did that guy stay alive and manage to be in the further the whole time? And that's it. I didn't set out to hate the movie. Well, I never do. But when I watch the movie and it's question after question and literally nothing makes fucking sense, it's memorable to me. It's memorably stupid. I'm like, what the?
It's memorably
stupid. It doesn't make a lick of sense. You could pick that movie apart. It's like written by 6-year-olds. It's like the same type of complaints I have with Nightmare 4, which I know is beloved, but is very flawed from where I sit. What can I say?
It's called Dave Z logic. I again, are you known? Is this a known issue with the movie? I mean, are you well known? We know there's a cult of Z, but for whatever reason, like, let's say, like, I understand you've voiced your opinion on Nightmare 4. Nightmare 4, I mean, to a lesser extent, even, it was like like a popcorn horror film. I mean, like in the sense of like, I don't even think they cared from a franchise standpoint. And I still don't have the problems that you have with that. I just think they just took the wisecracking to the 11th degree or whatever, to dialed up to 11, as you say.
That's one complaint.
Insidious 2 just felt like a direct continuation of the original, and they tried to get more story out of it. But I've never had these little hang-ups or hiccups.
It makes. I'm telling you, I watch Insidious 1 and I love it. I have no hang-ups and I have no questions. I watch part 2 and nothing fucking makes sense. I can't help it. That's what I see on the screen. I have all these questions that I can't get an answer to. Just like the same thing with Nightmare 4. You know how disappointed I was? I was so excited to watch that movie, Insidious 2. You know, I told the story. I double featured. I was ready to go, man. Let's go. I love this stuff. And I wanted to leave halfway through. I'm like, none of this is making a lick of sense. It's terrible. It was just, and on top of it, not only does it not make sense, it's a poor regurgitation. Some of the scares were the exact same scares from part 1. It was just like, it was cheap. It was rushed and cheap. Same way I feel about Nightmare 4. And the Nightmare 4 thing is part 3 was so great. Part 3 was so great. He was on top of his game at that point to plummet from part 3 to part 4 when they were at the top of the world. It's just such a shame. Matter of fact, I was watching Nightmare 1 last night. I guess we're going to talk about it again later, but ever since Year of the Slasher, I love that movie more and more each year. Like it's in my top 10 now. It has to be. I'm so high, and I'm watching this movie last night. I'm like, man, just imagine what this franchise could have been if it would have stayed this way. There's more scares in the first 5 minutes of fucking Nightmare 1 than there is the whole rest of the series, and the whole rest of anything Wes Craven ever made. Anyway, I'll get off of it for now. I
don't necessarily disagree. That was a New Line decision, and they milked Freddy for all he's worth. Literally in this case.
Milk?
But it's just, I think, and again, I don't want to put words in everybody's mouth. It's just difficult when you have such a hang up on like Insidious 2, but yet, you know, Friday 13th Part 2, which was, let's be honest here, a cheap Jack follow-up sequel that made no sense just to milk a franchise.
Pick it apart. You can't really pick Friday 2 apart. If I could, I would.
I love Friday 2. I know you love Friday 2. I could pick that movie apart day in and day out.
How so? Yeah, let me hear you. Bring it on. Let me tell you. I'll give you the answer.
Again, the argument of the original argument of all arguments. What, Jason just lived in the fucking woods or a kilometer away? Oh, sorry, Americans. A mile away from Pamela
even he can't
all
do
those
the
years.
conversion.
Yeah.
Three
quarters of a mile away. I mean, that alone is, you can kind of forgive it. That's why I think Vince is the one that always kind of says he thinks it is a little bit more supernatural, again, upon retrospect, because they never allude to this, that his body was never recovered, but the death of his mom kind of sprung a live Jason back to life. Now, why he aged in a matter of days will never be explained, and it will never make sense. That's why I can't go with that argument either. They were taking it that Jason is living in the fucking woods all that time. Stupid.
Shame Vince.
No, but hold on.
He's not here to defend himself. He's perfect.
That is a serious bone of contention. I completely know what you're talking about. Of course I know what you're saying, but if you can find your own reason to explain just that, you can watch the rest of the movie and enjoy it. You're not going to have 80 fucking notes that ends in question marks when you're watching Friday 2. The question mark of why is there
Where's Paul? Why is Muffin there? There are a lot of things that...
Yeah, but that's dream sequences. That's done on purpose.
Why didn't Jason cut out a second sack hole? So he could see better, so he wouldn't be fucking tripping all over the place, that fucking bastard.
He can't even watch part 3 in 3D.
But see, those things don't. The things that I'm complaining about are things that don't make sense. By saying where's Paul and what happened to Ginny, they're open-ended questions, but it doesn't necessarily make sense. Like, what wouldn't make sense if all of a sudden at the end of the movie, fucking you do see Paul and Ginny on a boat somewhere.
I knew you were gonna say a boat.
We all knew it. Wow, he said
I knew it too. Yeah, I just felt like he was going with a boat.
That weird.
It is very weird. They should have been on a boat. The boat going to New York.
Not Ginny. I didn't mean Ginny. I meant Paul and Muffin. Sorry.
I mean,
Paul and Muffin.
Yeah, because you said.
You should have just stuck with Paul and Ginny. Paul and Muffin going to New York.
Final girl dog.
Final girl, final bitch.
Final. Said it. Okay. Now, no, because we said where's Paul and what happened to Muffin. I didn't mean to say Ginny. I'm used to saying Paul and Ginny as one. So yeah, no, that would have been a dumb thing. What if at the end of the movie, where's Paul? And then next thing, they at the end of the credits or something, you see fucking Paul and Muffin on a boat. There's your answer.
I'll steal. No one wants that. I'll steal one from Alex Edwards. We talked about this on the show. Why does Jason have a curtain going to the shithole washer that he's got in his fucking shack? Yeah, what?
That was my question. I said that when we did the commentary, the Banana Laser. I go, isn't it something that Jason actually has shame? He thinks to fucking to have a curtain and close it when he goes and takes a shit.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I'm not saying again they wanted to get more money and milk and start a franchise and bless them for it because it is my favorite. I love Jason, but I'm not gonna. I can forgive. But there's stupid shit throughout the whole series, as we well know. It's become sort of part of its charm, but we forgive it, and you give it a 10 out of 10. But I'm saying, but then you shit on Insidious.
Well,
shit on Insidious.
These are there are leaps in logic. There are leaps in logic from the first frame to the final frame of Insidious 2, okay? Where in Friday the 13th you have a couple of WTF moments or why did this happen? And that's it. It isn't like you can dissect the movie and say there's logically how is this possible at all and how in this convenient part of the plot it's too convenient. You're treating me like a baby. You're spoon feeding me and thinking I'm not going to notice how blatantly dumb this movie is. And again, I didn't pick that movie I had no reason to attack that movie. You know what I mean? I didn't go into it, not wanting to see it or, having an agenda. I went there excited to see it. So I can't help it that I'm watching a movie and I'm seeing things unfold. It'd be like someone reading a book.
Okay.
They go, guy's walking down the street and then it's the same story, right? And you're reading it to your child. And next thing you know, guy's in a hot air balloon and something happens. The kids, well, wait a minute. How come you don't get to hear about when he got on the balloon? You said he was walking a second ago. It'd be the same thing. You're reading something and you're like, wait, you're leaving shit out here and thinking I'm not going to care. It's insulting.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
I want to hear more about this hot air balloon.
Yeah, I didn't get on it, B. Here's a tidbit of information that I was not aware of. Justin D brought this to my attention. We were talking Friday 2, and there's a scene where Marta's the Sandra is her character's name, right? She's walking and she steps over. So when they're in the forest, you can actually see her almost trip over the boom mic. She has to step over the boom mic. I think it's after they see the sign before they make it to the camp.
Uh-huh.
And I just thought it was funny because we've never noticed it before, but you can see the outline of the boom mic in the grass. It's like it's lower instead of being up high. They had it low, and that's when she
started singing "Here Comes the Boom."
It was right before. Absolutely, I guess it was a perfect lead-in. You fuck.
And then Jeff started singing.
I love just going with it.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to our room.
So we can do it all night, and you can make me feel right. Boom. I haven't heard that song in fucking decades.
I wish it had been. I wish I could go decades without ever hearing that again.
Oh, there's worse things than that out there.
No, I got
stumble over that one a bit more. I say boy.
That's how bad it was. It fucking, my brain had to reset. I fucking stroked out because... What the fuck?
Dude, I can't believe this. Speaking of kilometers, that's one of my notes here. I had to talk about... This is the only Canadian thing
I spoke about 10 minutes ago, but that's fine. Speaking of kilometers, who's ever led into a conversation with that sentence? Speaking of kilometers...
That's why the show is great. Huh? That's why we are what we are here. And
Brandon's dumbfounded face.
Well, he said kilometers, and it's been in my head swimming around all this time. It just happened to be a note, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna be as fair as I can be, like always, when it comes to preference of the states or Canadian lingo. I even told you that Fahrenheit that Celsius works better. I don't like bag milk. I do like Celsius. I will look at everything you give me and give a freaking an honest opinion about it. But I will tell you this. The problem I have, for units of measurement, I prefer the way we do it in the States only because of kilometers and the way it's pronounced. It pisses me off. Even though, I remember learning it in school. I remember learning it in school.
Problem with the city is too, in kilometers now.
City?
Uh-oh. Did I freeze? I did. I don't know what's going on, guys. Oh, I'm back.
Face. Still had a stupid fucking face for about 10
As did you two.
Of course, this episode's going to be all crazy, but it's okay. It's all right. At least nobody was making a serious point. B was saying something about kilometers, right?
Oh, I was 3 kilometers into your city's harder, isn't it? Why did Josh walk 3 kilometers when he could have just walked 2 miles?
Right. Well, here's my bitch with kilometers. The pronunciation. The pronunciation doesn't make sense.
Pronunciation?
Yes, that's the only issue.
Pronunciation?
I don't like to.
Pronunciation, you mean?
Whatever.
I had this argument.
It's pronunciation. Pardon me.
I thought you were doing that on purpurpose.
Yeah.
Pronunciation. That's
not how you pronounce it. Pronunciation. Pronunciation.
I know. Look at that. Of all the things, I can't even pronounce pronunciation. And I didn't do it on purpose. That's how I say it. Pronunciation. Isn't that something?
That's anyway, fine. I've done it. Trust me, I've done it many times.
Yeah, I'm the only asshole. Okay, well, I'm not the only asshole. Some people do it. Kilometers has become like almost everybody calls it kilometers. But when I was in school and they were teaching it to us, we were learning about the metrics. Yeah, this is centimeters. This is millimeters. This is why the fuck did they call it kilometers? It should be kilometers. It even rhymes with the other ones. I don't like it. It should be kilometers.
Why don't we just call millimeters millimeters?
That's why we said, you know what? Fuck rhyming. Zed.
Yeah, Zed. Zed's too much. I don't like Zed.
The only letter of the alphabet that has 4 letters in it.
Yeah, I don't.
Zed.
That's another issue. Again, I'm fair. Some things I like about Canada, and some things I'm scratching my head. That's all there is to it. And the kilometers thing, it's not just a Canadian thing. They say it that way here too, but it's used in Canada. So I gotta have a little bit of a look at my fuck kilometers.
They probably wanted a softer take on the word. You say kilometers in the States, it's people are gonna go bananas. Their guns.
Yeah, but that's.
I just wanted to bring up a gun reference. Fucking Johnny New Pants. Anything I can do just to rile Johnny New Pants, and he doesn't even care. That's the great thing. He's too busy sniffing his VHS, like I said earlier.
Nice.
And then he emerges from the fucking dead. What's this about bagged milk? It's stupid. I don't get it. How do you keep it fresh?
Have you done the test yet?
I said I'll never do the test. That's for you to do.
Aww,
I'll bring you a bag. If I make it across the border, I'll bring you some bagged milk. You do the test.
I can't drink milk. I can't drink it. I'll be puking if I drink milk. I'll be done for. I can't do it.
Bring it to me. I'll fucking drink it. I'll be like, it's the same.
Yeah, when we're driving by, when we're doing the drive-by, I'll
just chuck it at my fucking head. Yeah, just lob it at my head. And once I'm done drinking it, I'm putting that fucking plastic bag over my head and I'm ending it all.
No, save it for the show.
Kilometers.
That's what we should do in our movie. We should have a sackhead killer, but the bag on his head is from the bagged milk.
Yeah,
so you can see right through it.
We can be like, we see your fucking face, you dumbass.
Oh, it's clear?
It's clear.
I pictured a big white bag, like plastic.
Well, they actually, truth be told, they've got clear and they've got white.
See?
What's the difference? 1% versus 2%?
No, I think it's just depending on brand. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great? A sackhead killer with a bag. They did it in what do you call it?
Yeah, that's actually the farthest thing from great.
People everything would talk about it. No, it would set our movie apart, like that asshole in King
Bag milk killer.
A bowling bag. You know that guy wore the bowling bag on his head? People talk about that. It stands out. What's the movie where a killer wore a bowling bag?
Gutter balls.
What's the movie where the killer wore bagged milk or bagged milk?
Bagged milk.
Bagged milk bag.
A bag milk, a milk bag. Oh man. And it could even say, we could even riff on Canton. It'd be funny. He could go in the store and buy the bagged milk, drink it, and then use it. And then we show him cutting it.
Wow, like at the beginning, where like instead of Freddy making his gloves,
yes,
it's like dun dun.
Yep.
Dun dun.
Yep.
He's in like a
And
sanitized kitchen.
He's humming his own theme song too.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh man.
He's going after anybody who
Milkman.
uses carton milk. That's like his whole thing.
See,
Yeah.
it writes itself. You're right. It
Right.
kills
I
the
love when it writes itself until you actually have to put pen to paper, and you're like, I got nothing here.
Honestly, nothing is ever written itself.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it writes itself as a fucking phrase.
I use that term all the time. It writes itself. Then I actually go down. I'm like,
Nothing is ever.
yeah.
It is
Speaking-
stupid. You're right.
Speaking
Yeah,
of writing
writing
itself,
how's your script coming?
yeah, it's coming slow, 10 pages, but I'm off now for a bit, so I'm
Good, we
hoping
got
to
10
actually
minutes.
dedicate some time.
We need.
And I was going to
80.
keep it a surprise. I wanted to kind of get the first draft done because it's none of the movies that we've come up with. So everybody out there, we've started writing the script again because the original script was more about the show. It was going to be a found footage laptop type horror of the show, and as we were doing a live show and we were getting killed off. But Brandon doesn't want to act because he can't, and I don't even know if I could do it, but I just figured I'd try at least. And
Based on what I've
because we're
seen
playing ourselves.
doing on your YouTube channel, I don't think you can.
Are you talking to me or him?
I don't disagree.
Kristen.
Both of yous.
Both.
Both of
Did you
yous.
see my snake movies?
Oh, I didn't watch the Snake movies. What? Did
Oh yeah, I watched it and just said I gotta write another script when we're not in the movie.
I gotta kill this kid off instantly.
Yeah, him, the snake, burn the videotapes, everything is done in the first one. It's the prep for the killing this one.
All I know is Dave was wearing
I
a
get
crop
better.
top. We had to kill him off.
So
No, I got better ones. I got
Better
you
crop
know,
tops.
that too. No, but I evolve. I actually have a story later on where fucking mob guys are getting killed and this guy's getting killed, and you know it's a story that I put together from scratch, and it actually has an ending
middle and an
shit.
end.
Yeah. It wasn't planned that way. I wrote it as I
The
went.
3-act structure, the beginning, middle, end, the old 3-act structure.
Never existed before Dave Z did it with his snake movies.
Well, you know what I did do first with my snake? It was a found footage movie. Did you watch it? The guy who was hosting it, and he's the cameraman and the director, right? It's me, of course. But at the end, the snake has wrapped itself around my legs and it's taking me down. So I did like the first found footage movie of this style.
Cannibal Holocaust referenced your Snake movie.
Well, hold on. Cannibal Holocaust doesn't count. I'm talking in this way. A handheld fucking, guy doing a thing.
You mean every 10-year-old that had a camera back in the 80s?
Yeah. But
I did the same thing, man. But mine was Rambo Jr. That was like my first movie, Rambo Jr. That shows you how ingrained
great.
Rambo was in.
Don't give Dave any ideas. He's gonna tie a little red bandana around his cock. Rambo Jr. You know he's gonna do it now.
Yeah, he could be the star of cock puppets. Absolutely.
Rambo Jr.
Rambo Jr. Yeah.
awesome.
You know what I can use? One of those
Jesus
red ribbons
Christ.
from those when people get candy on Valentine's Day, they got those red ribbons on the top of the box. Take that off and wrap it around Jr. Rambo Jr. Put a little hat on top of it like a beret.
I'm hunting for Troutman.
Although nobody would see it.
Fucking Rambo Jr. Ooh, you can start your own show on X Hamster, can't you?
X Hamster. Wow. Look at you, X Hamster.
Oh, X-Hamster.
The other site.
Oh, there's many.
No, I know, but I feel like everyone uses Pornhub, but X Hamster.
I don't even do it anymore. It's Pornhub is part of the past now. No. It's X video. It's X Hamster. It's You Pussy. And
It's X Pornhub.
You pussy, me pussy.
Yeah.
You
What's the other
pussy.
There's
You
four good
pussy.
ones. There's
You
four
pussy.
good ones.
Now,
Yeah,
is you pussy or YOU pussy?
YOU. Let me make sure of that. Hold
Let
on.
me make sure.
You pussy.
Okay, we got X. We got
He's insulted while he's on the show.
other X. Let's see here. X Hamster.
Tube galore.
Yeah, that's okay. Hold on. What do you say, gore?
Tube galore.
Oh, I don't have tube galore. I have Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say pussy space? Was that the one?
No.
You pussy space.
Oh, that's what it is. Pussy space.
For
Sorry.
rent?
Space.
Pussy
What did I
space
call
for
it?
rent.
You pussy, I said.
Is that
Yeah,
like
you
my?
pussy.
Is that like
No,
my
I
space?
didn't.
My pussy?
You call it you pussy, yeah.
Oh,
You
did I
did call it you
really?
pussy.
I'm sorry. It's you pussy. That's like an insult.
No,
you
you
pussy. I know, but
That's what I'm saying. You're on the side getting insulted, but like, I'm a pussy. I'll show you.
It's
I'm
less
sorry.
insulting than saying pussy space to me. Please don't say pussy space again.
you just said it twice. I guess I don't need to say it. But that's the other one. P space. All right, and then there's one more.
P space.
I shorted it. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Instead of saying the P word, I said P space. And there's one more. And either way, it'll come to me, I guess. Ah, boy. So anyway, how are we even on that shit? Oh, you jizz. Oh, sorry. That's even better.
Oh, God, you jizz?
YouJizz.com.
Great. Just when I need my dad walking by as I'm yelling, "You jizz, you pussy! What are you doing in there?"
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Send me the links.
Something like that.
Hey, oh no, son of a pup, it's happening. Hold on.
What happened?
It started drifting down my camera, my mic. I gotta tighten this part here. Go ahead, speaks without me.
Yeah, no. So we started the script, is where we're going with it. I was going to save it as a surprise for Dave. That was the whole point, and hopefully get the first draft out. But then the cat's out of the bag. So it's been started. I feel like it's generic as all hell. No, I'm hoping that there's a bit of a spin on what we already know. I really want to avoid a twist, which sounds weird because you're like, well, why wouldn't you want to make something different? No, but that's the problem. Like, it's got to work. The problem with a lot of the twists nowadays is they're there and they can actually sink your movie. So
we talked about one, which I think works well, but then it all has to do with the shooting of the film, the actual look of the film.
And I really do like that. I still really do like that one.
I
that
like it too.
The more I was coming up with the character arcs and everything else. Yes, that sounds so pretentious, especially since it's a slasher film. But so let me just say, character arc of one or something that changed. I was liking one idea over another much more. So I'm not sure, but I'm hoping to have the first draft out and over to you guys after this 2-week period. That would be my ideal, but that means I got to really hit.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Then Dave and I will rewrite it and make it good.
It's a great surprise. I wish you would have waited 1 week for my birthday to tell me. That would have been like perfect. Boom! Happy birthday, Dave.
Well, it's not done yet. It's not done yet. So I mean,
I know.
I'm not going to rush it.
Birthday's coming up, you old fucking skunks.
Yeah,
but
birthdays are coming up. See?
Yeah.
How many
Friday.
days?
Shit.
What is it? Friday?
Next Friday.
Wow. And I'm Monday. That's awesome, man. What are you gonna do?
I don't really know because we're gonna be, if we go away, we come back Thursday night, and so I told the kids, I go, if you have work shifts, take them. I'm off, and we'll just do a dinner. We're not nothing crazy. It's just like just a dinner. I'm not a big birthday person, but to the chagrin of like my family.
Because I only am because it's summertime. If I didn't have a summertime birthday, it wouldn't be a thing. But it's always, it's usually nice weather around our birthday time. So I think that's what it is. It's just an excuse to do something in the summer. That's what it is for me.
Yeah. And I'm hoping, like, usually we barbecue and whatever, or order in, or go out. But because it's nice, I like to do it at home and be able to just have a nice barbecue and stuff. So we'll see. It's all relative. One. Oh, nice. There you go.
I'm having and it's an actual barbecue in every sense. I can call it a barbecue. Yes, because here's what I'm doing. I got everything set up. I got everything set up. I'm gonna wake up Sunday morning. Okay.
David.
Monday morning.
David.
Hello.
David.
Yes.
We need to talk about fucking bagged milk because I have had it, Dave.
It's not me. It's Johnny New Pants.
No,
It's not
it
me.
isn't. It is you, Dave. Stop lying to me.
I didn't bring up bagged milk.
It's
No.
Johnny Newport.
Hold up. Did I bring up bagged milk today? Not in a bad way. I said actually I put it over. I said that bagged milk. We should have
Hi,
a killer.
Kristen.
We should have a killer in our movie, right? And it'd be, and he can take the bag from bagged milk, and that could be his mask. It could be a sackhead, but
Lactose Larry. We're calling
Oh,
him.
absolutely. And
Rate
we
that
can
idea
find
from
out-
1 to 10. Sorry for getting.
I just jumped on. I got Brandon to add me because I wanted to congratulate you, Dave, on 150 episodes. Well, yeah, and Kristen and Brandon too. But
Thank you.
hey, look, Operation Milk Drop is still on Lieutenant Luciani. We're still now aiming for
Operation
Dave's house
Milk
specifically.
Yeah.
Bagged
but
milk
I-
again. Okay, Heather, will you do the test since C won't do the
I
test?
have done the test, Dave. It's the same thing. I don't know how big of a hole you think it is we cut in the bag. It's the same hole that would be in a carton, my friend.
The same hole I want to crawl into right now.
Like, you know what holes are, Dave? I know you got a lot of experience with holes.
Oh,
So-
hey.
Oh.
Right? Right? And that's a good thing. High five, high five. Like,
He
that's
ju-
a compliment.
He just watched Insidious 2. He knows all about the holes.
Except for assholes.
Waffles.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah, but Heather, hold on. It was B. He was the one that pointed out about the bag and the thing and how.
I did.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking stupid. I think the milk doesn't spoil, but I still think it's just fucking stupid.
See, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna just say I want the test. If the test comes back where it's equal, I just can't imagine if you bought them both the same day and cut the thing in the thing, the other one was like in a milk jug, and opened them both. That 2 days later, I just find it hard to believe that the bagged one is gonna be in better. It's not gonna taste.
Do
as
the
good as
test,
other
Heather, and use that hat as the cup.
No,
Blue
it's the
Jay
Blue
hat?
Jays representing the Blue Jays. You fuck.
That's
And
why I'm saying.
we don't need to do the test.
My
I
hungover
told
look.
you.
Brandon
The test has been done for fucking our whole lives. No problems. I don't know how I have to keep saying this. It's no
Dave,
deflection. It's
Dave.
the reality.
No, you haven't done it at the same time. That's a true taste test. You can't
That's
just
a lot
say.
of milk, though, Dave. Are you going to come up so we can all drink this fucking milk
It's a
together?
lot of milk. It's a
I
carton
can't
in the
drink
bag. It's a
that
carton in
much
the bag.
milk.
I
But
can't
you
drink
like
milk
milk.
either. All I'm saying, see,
No.
C is over here. He doesn't understand what.
No, I'm not
Here
anymore. I'm out.
They're not
He's
getting
left.
the
I am
point.
now the third member of Exploding Heads. Welcome to 150.
C is missing the point. It's the same thing as, let's just say, you bought a Pepsi and you bought a Coke on the same day, and you cracked them
Yes.
open, okay? And then you drank one after 2 days, and you drank them both the same day. That's all I'm saying. It isn't say, well, I had Pepsi in the fridge, and I had Coke in the fridge, and in my opinion, Pepsi, it all lasts the same amount. In that case, it's a stupid comparison because they're the same thing. But in this case, where one comes,
The taste is different.
that's what I'm saying. I think it's more likely to spoil quicker, and I think you would get better taste from a jug. That's all I'm trying to say. And if I'm wrong, if the taste test is done, then I'll say, I'll salute. Okay, there's
Dave,
the answer.
There's
I'm not knocking.
only one way to solve this. You know that borders are opening.
Yeah.
Scott is coming here September 17th.
Me too.
I invite you as well, and we will have a milk test and other beverages as well. Test. And other substances if you would like. We'll test it all, Dave.
I can't drink the milk, but I mean, well, maybe in this. No, I
You
can't.
can smoke the
No.
pot, I hope. Just don't drive across the border high. They don't like that in American customs.
That's true. They don't like me in American customs at all, cocksuckers. But it's like,
I don't understand. Obviously, they wouldn't have put it to market if they thought there was a problem with it being open in the fridge. I mean, the test it's a non-argument. There's no test being done. I forbid any tests.
I would do it for you
We're gonna have
guys.
Dave up, and Dave's gonna do the test, and we're gonna
Can't
film
drink
it
the
and
milk.
put it on Exploding Heads.
We
That's
would
gonna be part of the movie.
we would
actually.
absolutely do a test if we had something stupid like bagged milk here.
You got much more in the way of stupid.
I
Half the
can't
population.
do the test.
I had to call Christian. Bottom line is, I was tired of listening to Christian try to defend it, Dave, and Christian needed some fucking Canadian backup. So you're welcome, Christian, but I can see we still haven't proved our point.
Thank you.
So Dave, you're gonna just have to come here.
But hold on. Number one, I can't drink the milk. I wish
What
I
about lactose intolerant milk?
but I wouldn't even know what milk
Or
tastes like.
lactose-free.
I'm the worst person to judge the taste of
So-
milk when I haven't drank it in fucking 40 years.
So don't propose it.
Can't even drink milk.
No. I can't
It's
even.
like the Munchies conversation you and I have. I can't even eat Munchies. Or is there Munchies? The Dunkin' Donuts?
Munchkins.
Munchkins, sorry.
Munchies,
What the hell are Munchkins?
Yeah, I can't even eat that. And you gave me shit for arguing for Timbits. So you can't argue for milk, Dave.
You guys eat midgets?
I'm not arguing. I'm questioning. I never said that bagged milk is going to go bad.
Do Timbits get soggier in bagged milk or carton milk?
Definitely in carton milk.
What's a Munchkin? What are Munchkins?
Munchkins are Dunkin' Donuts.
They're Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh.
Timbits.
No,
the
they're not
Timbits.
Timbits.
Okay.
Timbits are Munchkins, okay?
No,
Get the fuck out of here with that.
no, Christian,
Yeah,
they're
Timbits
Timbits.
were stolen.
They're Timbits. They ripped off us.
Yeah.
Like
no,
everyone.
no, not at all.
No.
As much as I love Tim, see, I'm the guy that always tells it like it is.
I've
As
never
much as I
heard of
love
Munchkin
Tim-
before in my life. I've heard of Dunkin' Donuts. I've never heard of Munchkin. When were Munchkins
Munchkins are the
released?
donut holes. They're the donut
I've been
holes.
having Munchkins since the 80s, man.
They were released one
Yeah,
week
so
before
Tim Hortons
bagged
was
milk.
the 70s. At least.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Timbits weren't around.
1970. I think that's when the first store was open.
But
in Hamilton.
Timbits were not debuted until like the 90s or something.
Oh
No,
it was
no.
before then, but
No, it was when.
I don't think it was the 90s. It was probably the 80s at least. All right, now we got to look up fucking Tim Hortons Timbits history
we
and
do.
figure it out when they were made.
76.
Yeah.
But have you talked about
76.
the movie yet? Christian?
1976.
That's when Timbits came around? 76?
Yes. I told you. Fucking Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, hold on. When did Dunkin' Donuts come around? Hold on.
No,
I
that's
do
when
like
Timbits
the
were
from
released.
Dunkin' Donuts, though.
Let's see. Dunkin' Donuts Munchkins. Let's see. Okay. When were Munchkins? Let's see. Where do you find out?
1972.
72?
Oh, they win.
Oh,
told you.
fuck them.
1972. Yeah, fuck Timbits.
You're not
Ah, damn it!
Fuck Tim Hortons.
you.
Fuck Canada.
But check it
Yeah.
out. People. Listen, Heather. If I legitimately ate Timbits and thought they were better than Dunkin', I would say that. I have zero allegiance to Dunkin'. I go to Tim Hortons 360 days a year. I go to Dunkin'
The other
Donuts.
5.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I might be sick or something. There might be a day I don't go.
I
Or I might
appreciate
They
be
close
coffee
that
at
that
home.
statutory
margin
rape
error.
day. That's what it is.
I'm not going today. I'm making all my coffee at home. It's
They're
Tim's coffee
closed.
though.
It's a statutory rape day.
Well, Christian and I have one of those coming up. We're going to be real busy soon, aren't we, Christian? High five.
That's how the Timbits get their cream
Horrible.
filling.
That's exactly how. That's exactly how. You should come up for it, Brandon. It would be great for you to lose your virginity that way.
Oh,
man.
no, we lost Heather. Oh, what happened?
Did you cut her off?
That was her.
Yeah, I kicked her off.
Was that her mic
What?
drop? Oh, I thought it was a mic drop by her.
No, that was me throwing her out of the call.
Aw, you better bring her back. That was
It would
so
have been
mean.
better if she mic dropped it.
No, she'll be back. No,
I can't believe he did that, Heather.
Why you play me like that? I thought you loved me.
I was like, oh,
Have you
Heather.
told
must have
everyone
the
about
mic.
our relationship yet? No? Our three-way with Scott?
Scotty.
But anyway, the reason why I jumped on, besides the 150, has Christian showed... Have you guys talked about the movie? Oh my
Just
God.
before
Yeah,
you jumped on,
he told
actually.
us what he's been writing, and we decided to abandon the project. We're just remaking Insidious 2 instead for days.
Nice.
Call it the farther. The further, whatever the hell it's called.
Are
No,
you thinking of
we have
doing the
talked.
spots I shared with you, Christian? Are you thinking of that still, or what?
Which one's the one about the camp? The
Yeah, the shots of the Bruce Trail and stuff.
Oh no! Oh, that stuff. Yeah. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about when we talked way long ago. When
Yes.
at one time we were talking about a found, because we were talking about doing the laptop found footage scenario, and then we said, you know what? Even though I don't think that's been done to death, and I kind of like that style. Brandon didn't want to act. I don't even know if I would be able to
I've
do
been
it.
acting for 150 episodes. Like I'm glad to be here. Don't make me act any more than I already am.
And you're bad at it, see? Because we can tell you don't want to be here. People could see right through it. Damn it! I
That's all
can't.
I got
I'm
left.
not hitting my mic
Heather,
today.
the one
Just
thing
keep
I didn't
these
bring
things
up to Christian is that he seemed to get very discouraged filling out forms. Wait,
Yeah,
what do I put under name? I don't want
No.
your free money.
No, It's not that easy, but what I do is I do this with everything in my life. I deep dive before I even do it. Even applying for a job, I talk myself out of applying for a job before I even get it. And again, why is Heather gone again?
No, she's
I'm
here.
still
She
here.
just turned her
I just
camera.
turned off
Okay.
my camera. I'm
So
still
then
here,
what
yeah.
happens
okay.
is it's same thing. I see these forms. I'm like, oh, this is too much work. They're not going to okay it and whatever. It's just a personality trait of mine. I'm like, there's so much information here. Oh wait, you need to have X amount of budget. Oh, we're not even going to get approved. So I talk myself out of it. I just need, like I said, we need people that will actually do that stuff. Like I don't like the admin shit. I don't want to worry about any of that stuff. I just want to do the actual movie.
Yeah, we are
That's
definitely
because
going
you
to
want to use your creativity stuff, and that's what I'm here for. So I'm looking at funding for you guys, and I talked to Brandon about it, and I think it is possible. Because I know if anything Dave likes, it's free money, right, Dave? You hear what I'm saying?
Damn straight. Whoa,
Right?
You know it. Yes.
So yeah.
It'll work out to like $2 US, but one way or the other, we got it. I mean,
Doesn't matter. We'll go far in Canada.
we've got the head start with like we've got like the little Patreon fund for the movie that that Brandon's been.
that money's all gone.
Yeah, Brandon spent it on blue hookers.
He's been
guys.
gambling it away.
Blowing hookers.
I figured as much.
Actually, blowing male hookers.
Actually, Scott is who he spent it on. That's who he's.
He pays by the inch.
Scott's still
That's
sleeping.
good.
Can you believe it, Brandon? He was supposed to jump on with me.
No, I'm supposed to surprise you.
I know, what a loser.
Good on
Like-
him though. Shit. At least
Yeah.
he's sleeping. I wish I was sleeping. No, I can't
He
sleep.
was out LARPing. He was out LARPing all night.
He was out LARPing with his nerd
He was-
friends. It's true.
What
Please
the hell's
tell me
LARPing?
it was flarping. Please tell me it was at least flarping. If you
No, it was magic. He plays magic.
What's flarping?
Flarping is the first word is fucking. So basically,
Oh, I wish that's what I was doing all night.
that would be the only way I would ever dress up in character. I mean, besides Halloween, but the only way I would ever dress up in character is if it was an invitation to a flarp party. You know what I mean? And everybody dresses up like the Old West, and I fuck Mae West or so I'm a cowboy, whatever.
That actually sounds like a lot of fun. You're right, Dave. I'd go to that
Flarping.
party.
Meanwhile, it's Brandon in a wig.
I'm gonna ask my wife. We should have
That's not
flarpings.
Mae West. That's
Man.
due east.
Scream like you're in King Kong. I don't like. Well, she was the one in King Kong, right? The original, or that joke makes no
that's
sense.
Fay Ray.
That's Faye Ray.
Good guess, though, Christian. Good guess.
What did Christian say it was? Who?
Mae West. He thought it was in King Kong.
Mae West.
That's Fay Ray.
Oh, fuck my joke.
So before I go, I won't say this is your guys' party. I just
Perfect.
crashed to be funny. Yeah, I know. Let's not overstay my welcome. But Dave, for real talk,
Yo.
Scott will be here September 17th and 19th. We will be going to Screamers. You are welcome to come and join us. We would love to see you. Christian might even be allowed
Yeah,
to
you
leave the
never
house
know.
that day and come with us.
If C goes, for sure, man. Because we
Yeah,
got
if
to
C
I'm
goes.
thinking strongly about it.
Vince is apparently going to come too.
Vince too.
So,
Oh
Yeah.
On Scott's beard. What I want to know, Heather, is
Yeah.
this is the more important than any of that stuff about Fizz. Are you okay there, Brandon?
Yeah, something fell. It's okay.
Oh, I
Get
thought you like.
shit
I
out of me.
thought he was about to vomit. I know. He got. He
I
just
got-
jumped out of his
He thought
fucking
about all of
pants.
us together, and he was
That's.
like, "Oh my god, how
Scott's
gross!"
beard. Hev.
Heather, why
Well,
do
you can call me Hev. My friend can call me Hev. You can call me Hev.
Don't
Hev.
ever say Hev again.
Hev.
Girlfriend.
I short form
Head.
everything.
That's like
Hev.
me shortening Dave. Duh.
Yeah,
You-
right.
you- I got. Was
Anybody ever call
I?
you Feather?
No,
I'm trying to get
but
an
Dave,
important
you
question.
Can. Dave, you can call me
Feather.
whatever you want.
Feather. I'll make it official because I love Feather. Because you ever see that movie Bully?
No.
Okay, well, there's a girl in the movie Bully called Heather, and she gets into a car. She's meeting a guy for the first time. It's two guys and two girls. They're just hanging out. So he gets in the
One
car.
cup.
And he said something. She introduced her. She goes, "This is Heather." And then later on, they're talking. The guy driving, he's a real asshole. He's the bully in question here. And he says something. He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "What the fuck did you say your name was, Feather or something?" She goes, "Heather. My name's Heather." But I always thought it was funny that he called her Feather.
But it's cute.
Yeah,
Aw.
Feather. She was cute. Well, you're cute too, so it fits.
Oh,
Feather.
wow, Dave. Thanks. Call me
Oh,
sometime.
look at
You want to be alone?
that. Yeah.
He is cute.
Yeah, we have like our own Skype call now.
I can
We're
come
gonna-
back at
Cute,
episode
too.
200.
Don't fucking wa- You know, we're
Yeah,
Can
all
I come back every
back.
50 episodes?
Yeah.
Get a guest host to fill in.
Can I not come back anymore?
show
Oh,
200. Come on.
wait. Oh.
Oh, that's what you guys are going to? 200?
No, we're going
What?
to 500.
We're going to
Dave-
5.
Dave-
Five.
Serious?
Or these guys want to quit. Whatever. I'll go till 5.
I wanted to quit 10 episodes ago.
Oh.
Wow.
Aw.
I don't even want to keep
Brandon and I have money on
podcasting
who's
with
giving
Scott past 50. I told
Heather,
him
do you
that
get
once we hit-
dizzy walking around your blurred house?
Oh.
Yeah, I do. I'm like, where is everything? It's like I'm constantly in one of those attractions at Niagara Falls. That's what it's like in my house. Anyway, Christian, were you going to ask me something before I left?
I totally forgot now. Dave cut me
Oh,
off because he had to
okay.
get the feather fucking joke out.
Okay, let's rewind.
I
We're
honestly
talking
can't
about
remember.
Streamers
Let's rewind.
and
Streamers,
up and
Vince was
Vince
coming.
In
Yeah.
spirit. In spirit, you said.
I can't remember. But
Why
if
did I say feather? Because somebody called her Hev.
Hev.
Or Hev, whatever the fuck. Hev doesn't.
Whatever, it doesn't matter, Dave.
Head giver.
Hey, was
Yeah,
I
that's
mean?
also what I do. It's true. It's true.
Was
You're
I
not
mean
wrong.
to Rebecca when she was on the show? Heather?
Head.
What,
Was I mean-
Rebecca, yeah, my girl. She did great. She was
Yeah,
funny.
she was great, but Eric Webster called me out and said I was being a jerk to her, and he says I know because I was calling myself out on it. But I don't think I was being any different than when anybody else comes on the show, and I just kind of poke fun at them.
No, you're a jerk to me all the time, even
Honestly,
off air.
the females don't even realize when you're being a dick to them because, you know, females have tiny brains.
They do. They do. Brandon would know. He's talked to 0 women, so he besides me.
Yeah.
Can't have a decent conversation with them. Look, they start laughing at their own jokes every 2 seconds.
Hey, that's what this show is.
I do that. I do that all the time too.
Brandon, why do you deny our love? I don't understand our life partnerness.
Because I'm in love
Right.
with Eric Webster.
Better tell Scott. He's gonna be heartbroken.
They're both bald. See, he's got a bulb thing going.
Yeah.
Eric Webster and Scott.
And they both have cats.
And they both have cats. They're
Oh, they
cat
get
guys.
a lot of pussy, right?
Maybe they
Scott
should get
has all the
together.
pussy.
Scott's got Biff and Eric's got Pickle.
Biff and
Did
Pickle,
you
huh?
hear our last episode, Dave? Did you hear
This
when
is
Brandon
kinda
called in
creepy.
and we had him on the
Yes.
show,
Of
and he
I
mentioned
heard.
you were late, and I automatically assumed your wife Frenched you. Automatically assumed that it was her fault until I listened to the most recent episode.
Nope. But it
Who
still was
calls?
her fault because she bought the mangoes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
who
blame her
buys?
anyway.
What if she poisoned you, Dave? You know that's the way that most women kill their husbands.
I
right?
100% know this. Yes, I know.
I 100%.
Like,
Oh, I know about killers. Man.
like,
I know about.
Dave.
You might be the killer.
She might
Why-
be the killer.
Why did Brandon interrupt your recording? I heard that too. I'm like, what the balls on this guy to just to call?
I was just calling them to
Randomly.
Oh,
say
that's
hi.
what I
I didn't know they were
Bullshit.
recording.
He was just bullshitting around. Right.
I didn't think they
Yeah,
were going to
he
answer if they
called
were
to talk to
recording.
us. Oh, we did. And before he got too personal, I figured I should tell him that we were recording before he said something that I was like, oh.
God, I hate fucking Christian and David. I hate them. I wanted to quit at episode 100, and I never did. Now I'm stuck.
He said he wanted to quit at episode 2, to me.
Honestly, I probably wanted to quit around episode 104.
That was it.
Like,
huh?
are you being for real?
Probably that's when I was like ready to be like, you know what? Let's pack this shit up. At least I'm not like Dave's. Like Christian's like, I can't make it this week. Let's just shut this fucking production down.
I looked that up. I looked it up for the
Why
show.
is he the
It's
cook
not-
from Texas Chainsaw?
I
Ah, boys!
must be one of them hard-shelled peppercorns.
I did not say to shut it down. I looked for it. I looked through our chat to see that conversation to see what happened, and it was not like that. Believe it or not, it was not
The
like
retelling is always more entertaining. The
Yeah,
readaptation is better than the original story, Dave.
I thought it went
you're
the way
just taking
Brandon
creative
did.
liberties.
that. We
Right?
were talking about calling it quits. Somebody else brought it up first about calling it quits, and then something happened, and he couldn't make it another time. And I said, well, I don't remember. I'll have to find it. Maybe I'll do it later. You know?
Two years
very
ago. I
logical
believe.
and boring. We made it more exciting.
It's way more exciting that way.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Damn it. How about Heather? Do you ever think there was a girl that was named Heather, and she was known for giving blowjobs to all the guys in school, so they called her Heather?
We're on the call.
Hey, first of
Heather
all,
will be a
I've sucked a lot of dick, Dave, and I have no problem admitting it, and I've never been called Heather, and now I'm kind of offended.
It's
Not to
so
your
bad.
face.
It's so bad. I can
Guys
smell
might
her
call you
breath
Heather.
through the sky.
Hey, you know if you're good at something, Dave, you do it well. Right?
Listen, yes. They should be
dying.
Be happy about that. Yes. If you give good head, that's you should tell guys that when you meet them.
I do. I don't need to tell them. They find out, Dave.
The old-fashioned way.
Look at Brendan's face.
You fucking dry hump. We're 38 years old. Let's get to the fucking point. All right.
The only way to get Heather to stop talking.
Is put a dick in my mouth. Like that.
Look at Christian. He's losing his shit. He doesn't realize that Heather and I talk like this to each other all the time.
I do.
The time. I'll be
I do know.
I'll ask him if he still has AIDS or wish that he died of AIDS and ask him how many cocks he sucked to.
Like in the last 12 months, I thought that same thing, but I'm like, how would he have gotten it? Like, that was a perplexing. Yeah, exactly. I thought the same thing, but I'm like, did they come back on the toilet seat again?
At one time, I got it from Vince through the airwaves.
I'm calling Vince and getting him on the show now.
To the show.
I hope Vince is on. If Vince is ready, I'll wake him up. He'll be like, what the fuck's happening?
Add him to the call. Yes.
Add Vince to the call.
Take your AZT and get on this call.
Do it.
I'm gonna try calling him.
With Vince.
Oh, I thought that was him. I looked in the corner and a window popped up and it was.
No, it is. I'm trying to call him. He'll be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Is he on Skype? Is he one of those guys who's always on Skype, or is he on for a reason?
No, he's never on Skype.
But he's on right now.
Not on this call. Wait,
like Merriman and Derek who are signed in like 24/7.
Well, because they want to be on 24/7, except when they have to work or sleep. Sometimes they do it at the same time, though.
I was thinking, I calculated that we've had 18
happen.
guests on the show. Christian Luciano kicked out Hammer Vince.
Oh, man, he kicked out Vince. He wasn't even here.
Hammer Vince. Oh,
Hammer Vince.
Junior Dave is nothing compared to Hammer Vince.
It would let me at him.
You know what? You guys talk. I'm gonna go to the header real quick.
Hammer Vince.
All right, go get some header.
The header with header. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I'll meet you there, Dave.
I tried at him, but it wouldn't let me. He's gone.
Header with header.
I can still hear him talking though.
Yeah, by himself. Oh, did Vince? What? Oh, I'm just seeing icons pop up. One member not on this call.
Oh yeah, you have him. You have him. You could like pop on if he pops on.
Or text him and then tell him to join. I'll leave and Vince can come in. It can be like an open door, like you guys are like a whorehouse or something. That
I want to do this when Dave. I want to do this when Dave's here, but I calculated that we've had 18 guests on the show, and I want to see if I was missing anyone.
Are you going to rank them?
You know what? I was gonna say if we get 2 more guests on our next top 20.
Our top 20
guest hosts.
I know which one I'm gonna be.
Number 20. Yeah.
Don't worry, Mike's got number 20. No, we gotta get Mike. If Mike is always on Skype, he was our first guest. We should see if he's available. He's always on the damn thing.
But I calculate that we've had 18 guests, 9 men and 9 women, so we are equal opportunity.
Yeah, more or less.
Building bridges. Are you still going to Jersey? Is that still your plan, Christian?
We're hoping. We're going to be Tuesday. So we had to carry a plane ticket just to be on the safe side because she really wanted to not miss this. It's Allie's last thing, competition anyway. So they're flying down. If the girls are flying. Well, we're not only Allie's flying with the team.
Oh, okay.
It was ridiculously priced. The prices were astronomical. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So then I wasn't even going to go initially. She was going to be she was going down with some friends. And then we changed the idea. Now we're going to try to cross the border via car. And if that doesn't work, Carrie's got a backup and she flies out Tuesday afternoon.
What's a via car?
It's like via rail.
It's like your Amtrak, but it stays on the tracks. In Canada, we don't have a crash every second week. Fucking
I'm actually flying out to see Brandon. Hopefully at the end of October. It'd be great. We're gonna act out solo.
Oh.
Solo me, just.
Yeah, that's right. It's gonna be great. Manja.
I booked you a nice hotel room near the airport.
I thought you were giving me a dog bed.
Yeah, I put a dog bed in the hotel room.
Wow.
It's actually the janitor's closet at the Motel 6.
Awesome. You know what? I'll take what I can get. As long as I can do headers, that's all that really matters.
Oh, you can do headers.
Header.
You hear me, Dave? You hear me?
Header. Oh, yeah. Heather
Guy won't
or
meet me.
Feather?
It's
Which
only a
one? I'm
45-minute
officially
drive. He
calling
won't meet me.
You
Sorry.
can call me Heather, Dave. That's
You
fine.
like Heather? Header?
Yeah, that's fine.
Heather. I love
That
it.
could be our special nickname that everyone who listens to this show now knows about.
Heather Pow instead of Pal, just Pow. Heather Pow.
Oh, I like it. Well, guys, I'll leave so you guys can get back to your shenanigans. But congratulations again on 150 episodes. You do bring people a lot of joy. You really do. And I think the Patreon group reflects that. I've learned a lot from you guys. And I hope you enjoy this bullshit session with no movies that you have to review and bullshit about.
I
wish we had some movies.
What I owe you for.
What do you owe her?
What was that?
I said I'll Venmo her.
Oh, Venmo her. Okay. He's going to pay her for giving her...
Venmo's like a
Oh,
PayPal.
it's like PayPal.
Oh, nice.
Must not be in
I
Canada.
was like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, I know.
I'll
It's just
Venmo you a tidbit or a
Yeah.
Timbit. Whatever.
Tidbits. Tidbits. Munchkin eating motherfucker.
I am
We
actually...
represent
if you
the
want
lollipop guild. The lollipop
about
guild.
the allergic to gluten, I am legit allergic to gluten.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I know. A
legit.
lot of
I have
people are.
allergies.
You better see an allergist because my cock is 99% gluten. Yeah, boy.
That's only 3 inches of
Flour
gluten.
on it, a little bit of pasta.
It's 3 inches of wheat.
Oh my god, that's great.
That's been
Have fun.
harvested.
I hope. Sorry, were you gonna say, Christian?
Nothing. None of these jokes have been funny, so just keep going.
Terrible show.
I hope Vince joins you guys and you get more guests. Just randomly get other people to jump on and have ridiculous conversations. Just kick them out when you've had enough. Like you did.
Bye.
Right? Right?
I thought about it, but I already did it. The joke, it's done already.
Oh, look at this guy. Bye, Heath.
Bye, guys. Happy.
Bye, Heather. Bye, Heather.
Thank you. Thank you, Heather. Love you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
You're so kind to her, Brandon. Jesus.
That's
I
what
know
it
it's out of love. I know she loves it.
That's what works on
She's
him.
got a good sense of
English-
humor.
I was just watching, what do you call it, Boondocks a couple of days ago, and they were making fun of white females, and saying, just treat me shitty, I'll stick around. And basically saying the worse you treat white girls, the more they like you. Quite funny. I love
That's
that.
another
Dave,
movie I've never
Dave,
been
we've
able
had
to get
18
into.
guests.
Oh,
We've
it's
had 18
awesome.
guests since our beginning.
18 guests?
18 different guests. 9 men and 9 women.
Really? Wow.
At
9
least
men.
according to the quick list I made.
Does that include the bonus episodes when you were out for a couple shows, when we loaded up with guests?
No.
Huh?
Ah.
Well, because those weren't official episodes, remember?
They're not
They're
official.
bonus
You're right.
eps.
They're bonuses, right? That's true.
Because we had Moods, Venom,
Venom?
Neil.
Yep.
What? Where the fuck was I?
This is 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago, which led into the let's just cancel the whole fucking thing. But I couldn't make it for when we're actually going to get back. Moods, Venom, Jerry Herring, and Neil was on another one. Who was with Neil though? We had other people on. I'm forgetting somebody.
Yeah, I
What
feel
shows
like
did you guys do?
it was
Two.
Yeah, with 3 guests each, right?
Yeah.
One
Maybe it was
one had
Watson.
Watson.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Mist
Watson.
was Watson. Yeah, with Watson and Moods.
Moods.
I feel
Yeah.
like this is the first I'm learning of these shows.
We told
What?
you about it. You even listened to them. You said
We
that
didn't
they
make
were
them
your
official episodes.
favorite. Yeah, they're unofficial.
So this is 152?
Yeah, this actually would be 152. We had 2 episodes that were.
No, because we have bonus episodes that aren't numbered. We have other ones. We have bonus episodes that we did Patreon. I did some with Frankie.
True.
You know what I mean?
This is episode 200. I'm retiring, guys. Thank you. I didn't even realize it. I'll add up all the bonus episodes. Those 2. Well, yeah, I think this is it.
This might be 500. We had them all up.
This might be 500.
What about my idea for 200? What do you guys think about that?
Huh?
What was it
which
again?
idea?
The top 50 horror movies.
Oh yeah, that's never been done.
Well, hold on. No. We're gonna do it the same way we did show 100. We're gonna get everybody to vote, the patrons and the host that we did last time. And we're gonna add up their votes. Same type of thing, except it's gonna be.
Let's be honest,
top
we already know what number 1 is. Everyone's gonna be like, Halloween, the greatest movie ever.
I don't think Halloween will make number 1.
I don't either.
I might. It might, but I still think.
I don't. I think The Thing would. How about that one for you?
Ooh.
Oh, I'd be
Well,
happy.
that
if
is
The
my
Thing
preference of
It's not my
Carpenter.
preference. I'm just telling
I would take The Thing over Halloween.
For sure.
Just like I said, Hereditary was going to be number one for show 100. I knew it. It wasn't my number one, but I know. But if I'm a betting man right now, this day and age, knowing the people that we know and everything else, I would say The Thing is going to get the most. It seems to be nobody dislikes
Dawn of the
this
Dead. But Dawn of the Dead has seen a lot of people that, like, I've talked to people that haven't gotten into it or prefer Day of the Dead over it. So it's a kind of a crapshoot as well, but
yeah,
that's
Hereditary edged out The Witch at the end because a couple of people hadn't seen The Witch. That's what hurt The Witch. It was a lot. It was really close. Because
Hereditary is better than The Witch, though, in my opinion. I know, Dave, it's not for you, but
it's okay.
I would definitely take
What do you
Hereditary.
mean it's not
over
for
The
me?
Witch. No,
it's a fucking. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I did word that. I did word that
I
weird.
know.
I didn't mean that you didn't like Hereditary or anything like that. Just saying.
No.
Yeah, I know that The Witch is your preference. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I showed Midsommar to my brother and my friend the other night for the first time ever, and they fucking loved it. They loved it. They said they couldn't stop thinking about it for a week. Yeah. They didn't see the bonus scenes, the director's cut. I kept wanting to show it to them, but we never have 3 hours. So finally I said, you know what? I'm just going to show you this version because you guys really have to see the fucking movie. So now they've seen Hereditary and that. And I think they prefer Midsommar. So they're like me. It's weird.
I actually think I've watched Midsommar now more. So
wow, nice.
I was going to say something too, but I've always said I preferred Hereditary, but it's definitely blurred now. But that's why I say there's the clear winner when everybody's doing these Aster versus Eggers things. I'm like
Jordan Peele.
For me, it's Aster.
For me,
it's
Jordan
Aster.
Peele.
Aster.
Fine.
Yeah. You like a sketch comedy?
I honestly think that Us and Get Out.
They are great. They're great.
Are the strongest two films. Stronger than Witch Lighthouse. Stronger than Hereditary, Midsommar. For me.
I can see that. That's fair. Yeah, I'm good. They have not seen either. I put in Get Out. I put the disc in the other day. I was this close to showing them Get Out.
The player told you to get it out.
I wanted to see Neon Demon. I said, you know what? I'm in the mood for Neon Demon now. We'll watch Get Out last week, so I showed him Neon Demon. You know.
And that new poster for Jordan Peele's new movie. I never get excited by posters, but that poster looks ominous.
It's weird, huh? I thought it was a germ at first, but it's a cloud with a tail on it. It
It's
looks like a
cloud
parrot
with like a kite,
germ.
with like a kite string almost coming out of it. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is this? Like, it's cool.
I like the
What's it
poster
called?
for M. Night's Old. I like that. Just the sun tanning with that
the
color palette and the skeleton foot. I thought Dave would like, skeletons are coming back for posters.
Yeah, it was cool. No, I dig it.
We need a whole crew of feet here.
I might go. Maybe next week I might go, or 2 weeks from now, go see Old if it's still playing. I'd like to see it. I like M. Night. You know, I'm not
Our
expecting
theaters are
a
open
fucking
again.
amazing. Theaters are.
Oh yeah, everything's pretty much open, just with a little bit more, still with some restrictions, which will eventually be lifted. But our vaccines have slowed not nearly as much as you guys. And I'm not making this political again or anything. I'm just saying that once we hit a certain benchmark, then even more things will open up again. And we're trending there, but it's definitely slowed down.
Free Timbits for anyone who gets vaccinated.
Well, they were thinking of
that'll
doing
do it.
lotteries because of what happened in the States. You know, you start a lottery and people have to go get vaccinated. Makes no sense to me. Fuck. I'll just say there's a lottery. I'll just say there's a lottery and then never pick a fucking winner. Yeah, we're doing a lottery. Yeah, sure. Come on.
Already.
Yeah.
You saw somebody who won $1 million.
Yeah, and I did it for free. What an idiot.
Yeah,
I should have waited to
ridiculous.
get bribed. The
Yeah.
fuck? Make me feel bad for doing the right thing. Well, doing the right thing in certain people's eyes. I don't know what's right and what's wrong.
I think the payout though is $1 every year for 1 million years. That should be like the fine print.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Those sons of bitches!
So I got a message from this guy. I used to know this kid when I was like in grammar school, right? And I repeated 7th grade. I went to 7th.
Who calls it grammar school anymore? Do you guys call it grammar school?
Elementary school. Whatever the fuck it is.
Grammar school.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I wasn't that, like, I didn't find it that odd.
I did. Grammar.
Like, when I was at the schoolhouse.
Well, it's shorter. It's only 2 syllables instead of saying elementary. It's always been the same. Elementary school.
I don't like when people say primary school.
Primary? I don't like. That's that's a color. Primary colors. You know? Prime numbers. What the fuck?
Name all the primary schools.
I'm sorry for derailing. So you're at primary school.
So I went to school with him until 7th grade, and then I repeated 7th grade, and then I got with all my new friends and I stuck. Most of the people that I came up with prior to that, I lost friendship. I just didn't hang out with them anymore, whatever it is. So anyway, I was tight with this guy when we were young, like kids. So out of nowhere, and it's really funny. I don't know how the fuck he found me, because it's the Dave ZEE one, and he found me like a year ago. My brother and I have been laughing about it all the time because we have no idea how he found that one, because he's not friends with any of my friends on the other account, and how he would think about Dave ZEE and that it would possibly be me when there was never a picture of me on it a year ago, ever. It was just, something for the podcast. Well, anyway, he found me. So he friended me, so we laugh about it. Anyway, I started hearing from him a few weeks ago, and he sent me messages, just catching up, how you doing, this and that. I know his parents have passed on. He lives in the same house that he grew up in my neighborhood here. And but so now, out of nowhere, I get a message on Friday. And I knew as soon as I saw the first 3 words, I knew it was going to be. No. He said, what the hell did he say? Hey, because we haven't talked in we talked a couple weeks on and off on the weekend, word here, word there. I didn't hear from him for like 2 weeks. And all of a sudden, Friday, I get a message and it says, hey, would you ever be able to meet up sometime for a quick half hour or so to chat? So, I thought about it. And I said,
Amway.
I happen to have time.
Amway, yeah.
That's how they always lead in. Sorry.
Right. Francesca's on vacation. She went with my parents, my mother, my stepfather. I put her on the plane yesterday morning. She's coming back next Sunday, and my birthday will be Monday. But anyway, she's gone for a week. So I told him, funny enough, I do happen to have a little bit extra time this Saturday and next Saturday. Maybe I'll meet you for a cup of coffee. We'll go to Tim's or something. So, long story short, it's going to happen. So I'm telling my brother about this, and he goes, man, what if this and this? What if he proposes something crazy to you? This and that. And I go, you never know. Something great could happen. He might say to me, hey, listen. I'm
going to hunt you for sport.
How would you like to do 7th grade for a 3rd time?
He has no siblings, and his parents are passed on. So it's just him.
Yeah, he wants to fuck you, definitely.
Yeah, he wants to see Junior and how it's grown up, how it went past through high school.
You never know. But that's what I'm saying. I go, maybe. I told my brother, what if he says, hey, after I pass away, I'm dying. I'm going to be dead within 10 years. I want to leave my stuff to somebody. Or he proposes something to me. He says, hey, if you suck my dick once a month for the next until I die, you'll inherit the house.
Why are these the only thing that was Amway, and this guy's going to hunt me for sport? You're thinking this guy's going to ask you to blow him once a month to get his inheritance? This is the weirdest fucking. Where does your mind go?
To money. I'm trying to think about a situation where you could present me with money, maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe something
else. The balls on Dave to think that his blowjobs are so good that one a month is gonna get him a fucking house. He's like, I'm getting a fucking house here.
Well, there are weird people. You never know.
There are weird people.
Heather Z.
Heather Z.
I'm gonna call you Feather. I just don't understand. Out of all the things that you could, I would think that, he wants your head on a mantle in the house or something like that. Like, I'm going the dark route. Like, I would just make sure that you've got, like, someone in the car watching, like your brother, maybe filming, just in case something goes wrong, and then we can upload it for the show.
I'll film it anyway. I'll tell them that I'm documenting our rendezvous or something.
A rendezvous. This does sound sexual. It's definitely going to get head. Someone's getting head.
I think this probably will be our last show based on what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Well,
Dave will be a missing person next week.
I'll update you if I'm not here next week.
I'll update you if I'm missing.
Why do I picture Dave like putting like donuts on his dick, like, and this guy just like.
Yeah, and Timbits.
Timbits on your Tim stick.
Yeah. And Timbit balls. Like you get like a, just like those onion ring towers that you get at a restaurant that are fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Or a croquin bush.
Croquin bush?
You never seen a croquin bush?
It's a person?
The tower.
Croquin bush.
Joe Croquin bush.
Yeah, croquin bush.
I'm putting donuts on my dick?
That's a croquin bush.
Ooh.
What is that? Ice cream?
No, they're like little pastries.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that was a croquin bush.
It's
Yeah.
like a tree. The shape of a tree.
Yeah, it's like a tree.
Croquin tree. Yeah, that would have made more sense. Croquin tree.
COVID tree.
COVID tree. Yes, COVID tree.
COVID tree. He says everyone that's passed from COVID, their name's on this tree. It's in Washington.
Yeah.
COVID
Fucking
tree.
huge tree.
Yeah, sadly. Okay, so anyway, yeah, donuts are gonna go on my dick. You're saying that'd be even better.
I don't even know. Yeah, that would be even better. I still
I'd
get
much
the
rather
house.
receive that. Imagine though, someone said that
Yeah.
I give you head once a month until I die. I'm like,
Yeah, you get the house.
sign me up.
Hell no. No way. I can't.
No, what are you nuts?
No.
Of course.
What
I
kind of?
would.
How much is this house? It better.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll probably get. It's I don't know. Maybe by the time he died, it'd be worth $300,000.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
There you go. There's
Is
my
it a
retirement.
bungalow,
I
a
gotta worry
side
about
split?
I can retire off that. I can fucking work till I'm 62 and comfortably retire with that house as backup. 300 G's.
That's true.
Just for getting ahead.
My 401k was blowjobs. It's just made of blowjobs.
Yeah, do it. I'm sorry. Then I guess I would be a whore if I could. I'm sorry,
Obviously,
but
you're going to
it's
be
easier than work.
13 times 12, 150. It's only 156 more blowjobs.
Yeah.
150
I think at that threshold, you're gay. I think at that point, I think at that
Not gay at all.
That's not gay at all.
I'm not gay at all. I said,
There's
but
nothing
money's
gay
money.
about giving 156 blowjobs.
No, not for money. No.
I gotta
If
get Vince
it's
on
an
this call. Why would he answer? Vince, if a guy gives you 156 blowjobs, gay or no gay?
Is he gay? Yeah. For giving him, sure. It's his idea. If a guy comes to me and says, hey, I want to give you 156 blowjobs, and I'm going to give you $300K at the end of it, yes, he's gay because he wants to give me the blowjob. He's approaching me. But if I get approached and he says, well, I'm the one receiving it, I'm not gay. I'm just a whore. I'm just getting paid for, I just close my eyes and pretend it's somebody else.
There's more holes in this story than Insidious 2.
Son of a bitch.
I'm honestly worried that he's going to hunt you for sport. I honestly think he's going to be like, I'm going to give you 2 minutes, a head start, and then the game is on. Dave, I didn't like how you treated me in grade 7.
Oh, you
both
got to
times.
meet him in public. You got to meet him in public.
I am Tim's. I said we're going to be at the
No, I know. You'll be fine.
One, get a cup of coffee, say hello, how do you do, and see what happens from there, But I don't have time, and I already know what I'm going to say.
But
Imagine
in
if he
person,
offered
this
you
is
his house
this is
for a
Amway.
blowjob, but it turns out to be a birdhouse.
Why not on? They always do this. They find someone that they've got a connection with. They contact them. They got to meet in person to talk. Like, why not over chat? What was wrong with the chat to say, hey man, what have you been up to? You have a half an hour to meet up to talk. Is cryptic and weird, and I always go with the dark route. I feel like it's gonna be like yeah, I got this business proposal for you. Please
I'm
invest
all thinking money.
in this company.
I'm calling it now. This is the last time we are ever going to talk to Dave again.
Hey, if so, then at least I went out.
But look, he looks happy. Like he has no idea.
Well, finish that sentence. You went out what? You went out crazy because you went to meet a guy that you haven't seen in fucking 30 years, and he killed you in a fucking Timbits and in Tim Hortons in Timbits.
Timbits. You could pull out a gun in Tim's. You're right. Theoretically, you are correct. I don't know. I think I can
Did you get along?
Yeah, he was a buddy. Why would he? Of course, yeah.
Oh, then that's okay. I thought it was
wasn't
like
an acquaintance.
There weren't any incidences where you pulled his pants down in front of the whole school and everyone laughed. And...
Did you double team anybody with them? Like the
He was a
captain of the
friend.
football team?
Maybe we're getting too dark. Maybe it's okay. Maybe he's just
not-
lonely.
He
Maybe-
probably is just lonely.
Yeah.
He was a big, heavy-set kid when he was younger. I don't know if he's put on more weight or what his deal is, but he might be a big
Dave,
guy. He might not have a
all the
love
weight
life or
went
anything.
down here.
Bored.
Maybe I am
But
wrong.
he's Italian. But he's Italian too.
But he's
So
Italian.
I
but
he's
take my
Ita-
chance.
he's
He's a
Italian.
big guy, but he's Italian. Okay, so
Well, the thing is, Italian, I relate to them better. I'm a little more. I trust them a little bit more. Is all I'm saying. There's something
Well, if
about
he's heavy
Italians-
set still, then he's not hunting you for sport because you'll just be like, okay, well, give me 30 seconds, whatever it's gonna take there, fatso. I'll be happy.
he might hunt you now, Chris.
yeah,
You might
exactly.
listen to the show now.
How are you gonna get me? You gonna play the ball in Raiders of the Lost Ark and try to roll over me? You fucking fat piece of munchkin eating prick bastard, you! And then you just run out the door.
He's doing this whole fucking dice routine right now.
Well, wait a minute. What if we hit it off? And I tell him I'm busy because of podcast, and he loves horror movies. He wants to listen to this podcast. Now he's gonna come across this.
I don't know
Sorry,
him.
Damien.
He's gonna think this is hilarious because we don't know anybody, we don't know the situation, never saw a picture of him. I'm picturing a heavy set guy that's like half an. Dave,
No, who knows?
I've been thinking of hunting you
a
for
dicker.
sport. I don't know what's
I
gonna
picture
happen.
him eating whole summer sausages like a Slim Jim.
Maybe he will for summer sausage.
They just go in
Maybe
this
I'll
way, they
present
come
him.
out the back.
Maybe I should gift him a summer sausage.
Gift him a summer sausage.
Yeah, you know those sets, and it comes with the summer sausage and cheese and stuff.
Don't-
I should
don't
give him
show
one.
up.
Here you
A
go, buddy.
nice
Yeah,
basket.
don't show up on your first date with that because that's just creepy too.
You think a
I
sausage
probably-
sends the wrong signal?
It sounds like he's a good guy. It's just the way that do you have a half an hour to meet up? Like it's just weird. Maybe he's sick and he just.
But I'm intrigued. Yes. Who knows? I cannot.
Well-
I'm intrigued.
I can't not go.
Oh, I better not tell my wife. She won't let me go. She's a paranoid type. She's like, oh, you're gonna get killed. You know what I mean?
You're dead.
My wife would say
That's
the same thing. But then again,
I'm
when
not
I
gonna-
so when I first started doing the eBay thing, I don't know if I told this story. This is going back in like 2001, 2000, whenever the show Lost debuted, because I remembered it was like episode 1, and I remember Carrie's like, you got to make sure you get home in time, and I had to go drop off some of the Laserdiscs I sold. I went to this guy's house, and maybe I told the story, so I apologize if it was an early episode. Go into his house, because we didn't meet up at a public place. I'm like, first thing I always did was meet up at a public place. No, I went to his house. Pull up to his house, go inside, see that like one room is totally rack-packed, like with all collectible stuff, like, but just boxes, not displayed, just boxes upon boxes, just one room, totally done. But I walk in, reaches around me and locks the door. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm
man.
fucking dead. I'm dead.
And 20
for
years
laser
later,
discs.
next week, Christian gives his last blowjob and gets the house.
Yeah. Paid off. Beautiful two-door. I love it. It's fantastic.
Comes with a barbecue.
Yeah.
I feel like you might have said this at some point, but that is absolutely horrifying.
He just
how does it
locked the
end?
door.
Wait a minute.
Well, you
How
just
does it end?
locked
He
the door
died.
behind me,
Killed him.
and you know when you just hit that, everything just drains from you. I'm like, I'm fucking dead, and I'm just so I'm talking, but I want to get out. I just want to go because the door's locked. I just want to get out, but he talks to me for 15 minutes. So that was the most awkward 15 minutes. The guy was a nice guy. But I don't know, why lock the door? Why did he need to reach around me and lock the door? I was there.
Did you ask him
I
why?
wanted to leave. No, but then because why would that's what somebody in a horror movie would do? Why did you
Please
lock?
let me go.
Why did you lock the door? Why are you doing this to me? Why?
Wait a minute. So he talked to you for 15 minutes, and then at the end of the conversation, he lifted the latch and said, "You're free to go,"
Yeah.
or something.
You're free.
Yeah, you passed the test. Your head's not going to end up in a box in my fucking living room, in a hat box. No,
I don't get how it
think.
ended.
Well, again, it's that blurry vision. Like, I don't even remember exactly. I just know I got out of the fucking house. And I wasn't being chased with a knife or anything like that or hunted
Did
for
he pay
sport.
you for the laser discs?
Yeah, I got paid. And it was American, too. It was great. because it just ended up like, what am I going to do with this fucking shit? It just meant it was more money in my pocket if I did the conversion.
Did you ever see him again?
No.
They're meeting
I don't
for
know.
coffee this weekend.
Yeah, he called me up. He says, "Hey, I bought a Laserdisc from you.
You got a half hour?
Interested in a half-hour chat?
Huh?
I want a refund."
Italian now.
Well, there is a funny part to the story, though. Hold on. When I told him initially about, I said maybe I could duck out for a cup of coffee. What time would you be available? And I said, well, today's out of the question already. Next Saturday,
1 a.m.
Maybe at noon we'll go to Tim's, right? So he says, okay, that's good. He goes, we can even chat in one of our cars if that's good, he says.
Oh, man, this guy wants to blow you. Yep.
What the fairy?
We can even chat in the car. I'll be driving and you'll be in the trunk. Duct taped and hogtied.
Your head will be on the dashboard, but the rest of you will be in the trunk, hogtied.
See, this should be the movie.
It'll be like a Daisy bobblehead.
This should be a spin up to
And he's just talking to your head the whole fucking day. Hey, remember that time of grade 7, Dave?
No, not that grade 7. The second grade 7.
I don't know why his head's bobbling. There's more than Dave's on the fucking dashboard. I can't believe. I hope it's innocent. I hope he's just lonely and this is all good and everything. It's just memories and he wants to come over to your parents' house for a swim or something. I hope it's all innocent.
I want to come over.
But part of me thinks you're going to be like he's going to get halfway through your head with the sun and give up. Part of me thinks that's what's going to happen. I worry.
Oh my God!
I propose this. This is kind of like the original in a way. Our storyboard for our first movie. This conversation here, we could just cut this out. This could be the intro to the movie. Me going to this place to meet this guy, and then we'll pick it up from there. If I,
Don't worry, Netflix.
Do I keep this part in when we reference it? That this is the part that we open up with the movie, or do I cut this part out?
Netflix will be turning this into a docu-series. Trust me.
Yeah. The grade 7 killer.
Yep. And then we zoom in on B's face after he says that. Everything gets white, and it just goes to him, and he goes, Brandon didn't know how right he was. A little piano coming in. Brandon joked about it, yet he was correct, or something, It's a documentary about me.
This 40-year-old virgin didn't know. Sorry, I feel like I turned a page out of Heather's book now. Look at him. I love you, B.
I'm telling you.
Sorry, I've got such a massive heartburn from laughing.
This could be like don't fuck with cats.
Yeah, I was gonna reference that.
Right, and maybe this guy, maybe Damien is like a Luca Magnotta character.
His name is not Damien, is it? Oh,
Yes,
don't
it
go
is.
if his name's Damien. This is Gad vibes all over the place. He's gonna turn you into like a 100 mixer pack of Timbits. He's gonna get you from fucking ear to ear and open you up and then just fill you with fucking Timbits. It's gonna be the Timbit massacre.
Dave Z. It's all for you, Dave Z.
And he's juggling fucking Timbits and he's pulling out his fucking
Timbits.
gutted body.
Yeah, but what a way to go.
What movie's that from?
Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, but you'll be the death
Oh,
of
yeah.
me, and then he takes a drink.
Oh.
Yeah, but what
Jason
a way
lives.
to go.
Jason lives. Martin the caretaker.
There we go. And then
Lucille,
we'll be Friday the 13th.
you'll be the death of me. That's how he looks. What a way to go.
Yep. You'll be the death of me. You know what? I'm gonna duck out. I'm gonna go to the header one more time. You two do your thing, and when I come back, I'll try.
Are
to
you
focus on
mudflat? Did you have
something.
fucking more mangoes?
Yeah,
No.
This is
He's
twice
running-
in the last 30
I know.
minutes.
It's like shit in his
I know.
pants.
I know. This is what happens at your age, at this
I'm
age.
quick. No, it's just that I had that big old cup of coffee, man. You know what I mean?
Oh,
man.
Did you put milk in it?
No, I did not. I did not put milk in it. It was one of those things. One of them fucking things. It's a flavor. I on the weekend I'll allow myself a little of those, those joints that you dump in there.
Hey,
What
in
are
a
those?
couple more months, you get to have toast.
International delights. Yeah. Oh, my birthday meal.
With
That's what
butter.
I was getting at.
A birthday meal.
Right before Heather jumped on, that's what I was talking about. That I'm actually gonna have a barbecue for real. Like what it is. Here's my plan now. I think I figured this out. I'm gonna wake up Monday morning, my birthday, and well, first of all, the night before, the fish tour is beginning next week. okay, during the week. So I can't watch the first couple shows, the webcast, because they start West Coast, so it's too late for me. So anyway, they're playing in the East Coast on Sunday night, day before my birthday. So I'm going to order the webcast and watch a Fish show live, have some fun, do that. So I'm excited about that. And then the next morning I'm going to wake up. I'm going to go to Dunkin' for the first time in I don't know how long, because Dunkin' has better, what do you call it?
Timbits.
Podcasts?
Bagels.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Duncan McLeish. Sorry.
No, I'm not talking about Dunkin'.
Better summer series?
Summer sausage. So I'm going to go get a bagel with cream cheese on that day, and they make better bagels than Tim's. I'm sorry, but they do. So I'm going there to get that. I'm going to get something with bacon. I might go back to Tim's to get their croissant sandwich with cheese and bacon, because they make a better sandwich there. Get the coffee, come back. There's my breakfast. I'm pretty happy. Later on, I'm going to go in the afternoon for lunch. I'm going to go get a large McDonald's fry and an Arby's sandwich, one. And that's my lunch. And then...
Shit, he has his whole day planned out. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
Jesus.
Yeah, but it's my cheat day. I look forward to it. I've been thinking about it for fucking a month.
Most of it sounds like you're driving around to restaurants. I gotta go to Dunkin', I gotta go to Timmy's, I gotta go to Arby's, I gotta go to McDonald's.
I gotta go blow my friend
it.
Kevin from Fuck Damien from grade 7.
They're all New Year's.
Give my house payment to Damien.
It's all for you. You already said it. It's all for you. Actually, it's all for me.
There's no house. There's no house.
I lied. It foreclosed. Thank you. I had to let this demon out.
Oh god.
Cup the balls.
So what's dinner? Is dinner a barbecue?
Yeah, my wife's gonna make me barbecued ribs.
Oh, nice.
Gonna be all day to cook them, the oven, and then on the grill, the whole fucking nine. Then after barbecue ribs, I'm gonna go off for a little ice cream. So there you go. I'm treating myself that day. Pretty excited. Yeah, man.
Your cheat day is going to be like a whole week's worth of fucking ketchup.
I know. Well, hey, what can you do? I mean, it's the only day I'll eat them.
Man. That's a good way to do
McDonald's
it. McDonald's
fries, for sure. 100% McDonald's fries and a bagel. Always on my birthday. I have had a few bagels now and again when the situation, but I do not have McDonald's fries except on any fries really, unless I bake them at home. But that's the day. That's the fucking. I love them damn things. Whew.
And some ribs with extra no barbecue sauce.
Anyway, let me go to the header again real quick, and we'll get on some type of things when I get back, because I got a lot. See, did you bring any of your notes? You said you had people talking to you, this and that. Whatever. Think about it while I'm gone.
Well, you sent a whole list of topics.
You
had a whole list of trailer, no trailer. Crazy fucking guy. Yeah, I'm saying it now. I don't think we see Dave again after this.
There's jokes, and I'm saying jokes, but this is like
I'm
a little.
Serious. Like I'm not happy about this. I like Dave. Like we've been doing this for almost 6 years, but I honestly think that he's going to be killed next week.
So this is how it started with like Justin D. He three plus years ago, the guy called me out of the or texted me out of the blue. Hey, heard you wrote or started writing a Friday script. Would love to share ideas, and I'm like, okay, whatever, and with a little bit more cryptic at the beginning, and he would attest to this and whatever, and I was just like, I don't know, because I try to avoid these scenarios, so when I find myself in them, my mind goes right to the bad stuff. So yeah. and then where I'm going with it is, then we started talking. I'm like, okay, no, he's fine. And 3 years later, but I mean, it's just this could be fun, and at least that was over the phone, and I knew he lived 8 hours away, so I knew that I wouldn't have my head in a duffel bag in minute 2. But when you're meeting up with somebody, there's a little bit of a worry there. You never know. I guess I'm a worry wart. Well, we were talking about that. We may never see you again, so we were giving a eulogy. And I'm just kidding. And I was trying to text Vince just to see if he was up. because it is Sunday, so I don't expect that he's up at 11, nor feeling like he wants to come on a fucking podcast. But I said, you don't have to come on camera if you don't want to. I just thought it would be funny for him to actually show up on the show, since it's been a joke and he never has.
It's true. Yeah, you can. Why not come on and say hello or hang or whatever? That's great. You know what though? Before, I have things that I made a list for in case we needed stuff. Not that we really do, but I mean, I did want to acknowledge the some of the new patrons that have joined.
Yeah.
Because we've had a lot, and I know that I'm not gonna say, say everybody, because I don't know how back we go, and my phone froze. How do you like that? Try to fucking.
Did you freeze there too? Because it was like you couldn't even spit that sentence out.
Did I freeze too? I don't know. Maybe.
I should not be the one talking when it comes to that.
That's me earlier for something.
Yeah. I'm the dick. I am a dick. Like, see, it's just au natural.
It was funny though.
I feel like I hurt Dave's feelings.
No. My daughter's FaceTiming me,
like,
but I can't do it right now. No, you didn't. Not at all. Sorry. I was kind of disappointed. I'm looking at some of the things that I sent you guys.
The topics, yeah.
Not the top. Well, not even that. But hold on. There you go. Not even just that. The pictures that I sent when people joined the Patreon, because we have more people in there, and I'll just go what I can see. Gary Hill joined last month. Eric Martin, Johnny Kofine, who has been all over on the Twitter with us, and he's been on in the regular Facebook group. Everybody out there listening, I'll say it again. If you're a member, which obviously you are, if you're listening, if you want to get in on the private chat or the private group, let us know and we will add you. Otherwise, you're not there yet. So there's two groups. There's the regular Exploding Heads horror movie podcast.
Podcrap.
Podcast. I can't even friggin' speak. And then there's the other one. It's private. It's Exploding Heads Patron. That's another one. So if you want to get in there, and if you want to get in the big chat with a bunch of us hanging out on Facebook Messenger, please let us know. So we have that. But we had a few new people join, and they had some different ideas. And of course, my messages aren't going to work. But see, Johnny, when he joined, he had a few ideas, and ultimately he's going to have a show later on. It's going to be 15 shows away, but we're going to go back to do a couple of top 20s, like we used to do those top 20 shows. So for him, we're going to do top 20 directors on that show, and we're going to do top 20 hidden gems. So it's been a minute since we did that, but we talked to him about it, and he wanted some franchise talk, and I want to try to get to my messages, but I can't because this stupid thing sucks. But it was kind of funny because he had an idea about us talking about the big three and about this and that. He listened to the Friday stuff. I go, well, we've kind of talked them to death. I don't know how much we could talk about. So that's why we had this idea for the top 20s. But strangely enough, I got another random message, and this one come from Drew, I think. So it's kind of cool that these things tied into each other, that he's over here asking about us doing franchise things and we had no ideas, and then Drew just randomly sends us a message on Patreon saying, I have a cool idea, and basically it just so happened to involve the big three. So I said, why not surprise them all and do it here now? But the idea was this. Drew said, why don't you guys each rank your, just for the big three only, part 1, talk about those 3, part 2, and then pick your preference of,
From Friday the 13th, Halloween, and Nightmare on Elm Street. Those
Correct.
Would be the big 3.
Those would be the big 3, just in case. Yeah. Although, if you ask C, it wouldn't be that way. But
Texas Chainsaw.
Well, I mean, I don't think... yeah, I'd like to argue that, but yes.
It isn't even preference, though. See, I do believe that Halloween and Friday and Elm Street are the big 3. Just in general. They're popular.
I think just based on the box office popularity and the fandom of those. Not that Texas doesn't have fandoms, fans, but it just seems like those are the ones. Like, we really don't talk about Texas Chainsaw fanboys, but we'll, talk about Friday fanboys and Halloween fucking fanboys.
I got a story about them.
Woo, woo, woo. Sorry.
What is that, your Damien impression?
Yeah, juggling Dave's
Juggling
nut
Dave's
Timbits.
balls
Yeah,
next
yeah.
Saturday?
I told you they'd be on my channel. Oh. I'm sorry. Juggling Dave's balls next Saturday. I hope, man, if any of this comes true,
I
I'll feel
hope you
horrible.
don't die.
Oh, yeah. Knock on wood. Damien, is that you? I don't know where that was going. We can do those ranks. I do want to say something else though. For the non-podcast or for the non-patrons that won't hear this. So for the patrons, we are going to start releasing for the summer sausage series. My God, I can't speak. See, now you guys should be making fun of me right now. I'm going to be releasing more of the old eps. Just 2 a month until the end of September. This will get us through a little bit more of the Saw series, or get us to the Saw series, and it will get us through me with no tooth for like about 5 or 6 episodes, and
the summer Saw series.
And it will also, it's summer Saw series. It will also. I just want to apologize to Marco because it's going to open up old wounds, Marco, because we're going to be entering the fuck that finish fuck stage of the podcast, which was a fun time,
Yes.
but we've made up. And now I love that. I want to fuck that finish fuck like Damien's going to do to Dave next Saturday.
Poor Damien.
Oh.
Unreal.
So I know the whole point of that was just to say more of the old episodes are going to be released. But again, we're at like, what have I released? Episode 106? Live, like
so.
out to the old thing. So yeah, it's going to be like, it'll get us to like maybe the teens.
Okay, that's good. That hopefully they don't have a problem with it. As long as we're talking about the patrons again, I wanted to propose the idea that I had. I mean, maybe you wait to decide after this episode because we're in it now, and it may end up being your cup of tea, or it may not. A lot of people say they love hearing us do this stuff, and they're looking forward to this particular episode where we can just talk freely and a bullshit episode, as we like to call it. But I had this idea where, you know how we usually do the big show, quote unquote big shows, every five, right? I was having this idea where, how would you guys feel that the format going forward would be, there's 3 shows a month. One show was a regular, and of course this wouldn't start till after the summer sausage, but one show was a regular episode, doing an old and a new, or whatever it is, just a regular show. Another show is a big episode, where we talk about big topics or we review 3 movies. One of those. The other show is a 2 movie max. And then the third episode is a bullshit episode. So
it was kind of like what we were doing before when we went patron exclusive when we would do the bonus episode. And the bonus episode may have been a bit shorter, so it wouldn't necessarily be shorter, but it'd be in the vein of one of those shows, I think. I think a lot of those, though, we did a movie, and we're not necessarily saying we're going to do a movie here. It would just more be general discussion.
I think every
sometimes
fourth
more
episode
related
should be no episode.
Well, that is 4 weeks a month. That's the one. 4 up. So there you have it. You've done it.
I totally forgot. I totally forgot Vince is not even in town. He's out in Victoria, BC. So it's actually 8 a.m. where he is because it's 3 hours behind, and he's going to be a no-show. I totally forgot he was on vacation. So no Vince.
Oh, and Christian, for a new segment in the future, we're going to unbox the body part that Damien sends us of Dave each week.
Yeah, that's going to be my YouTube. Unboxing Dave. Oh, looks like is this his left or right nut?
It's a spleen. Yeah. It's a wing. It's a wing.
It's a wing. No sauce on it either. It's a sauceless wing.
Like, good fellas.
Exactly. That's why I said it. What? There's a wing. Yep. Oh, that's great. It's a leg. It's a wing. Yeah. So, but the difference is we're gonna have more big shows. But we're trading off. Instead of doing it every 5, it's going to be every 3. But the trade-off is basically one show's a regular, one show's a little more work because it's a big show, and the other show is just no work at all. It's just us bullshitting. Again, I have endless ideas. I'm looking at things online. Even the stuff I have now, I haven't gotten to any of it. And I got a whole bunch of stuff written down, just ideas. So I'll have stuff going for days. You know what I mean? So anyway, at the end of the show, I'll mention it again. You guys let us know. Maybe it'll come to a vote. I think it'll be fun. I think we could, I don't know. I'm into this stuff. But let's talk about what we were talking about. This game, this ranking the, of course you can only go so deep with the one franchise, which only ends at what? Texas Chainsaw ends at 8? Is that
what? Texas Chainsaw?
I mean, not Texas Chainsaw. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street has 8.
Okay, so that ends at 8, and then we'll just have to do the other ones at the end. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write down my order because we're gonna give our order, like part 1, and then in order, and I'm gonna see after 8 which one has the most fucking. If you give it 1 point for 1, 2 point for 2, and 3 for third spot, you know what I mean? The lowest score would actually win.
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that.
I just thought of it now. I thought I'd be willing to wrinkle in.
I get what you're saying.
I just realized how hard the first one is. I thought I had a slam dunk, but then I forgot.
Buddy.
Yeah.
So hard because part 1 are legit all 3 fucking classics and great. Friday the 13th, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and Halloween. They're all in my top 5 slashers.
Yeah, they're all 10 and 10 for me. Yeah.
They were all in my top 5 too, but when we've done our favorite of each franchise, our personal favorites, there's only one franchise in there that the first movie isn't my favorite in the franchise. So it's pretty easy for me.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a way to do it. That is one way to do it. I try to always think of the desert island thing. I'm like, okay, here I go, and what is it going to be? And it is tough because
I'm in the minority because I know where you're going with that, Brent. I'm in the minority, and I love that one. It was my number 1 slasher, so it kind of spoiled, like in the sense of like I'm gonna follow the same because they're all 10 and 10, so it's just a matter of preference.
Like preference.
True. So you're going with Friday because we know it was your number 1. Halloween was my number 1, so I can't go away from it now. But it's so damn.
And I'll go with Maniac Remake then.
And that franchise.
But it's so tough. They're so great. All those movies are just amazing. I've always loved Friday, and I've always loved Halloween, of course. In Nightmare, I just appreciate it more. I watched it last night, and again, I was like, this is the perfect example of a horror movie. And it was actually groundbreaking because, number 1, it's scary. There's no scares anywhere else in the rest of the series, really. And if you look at like a movie like Scream or something, another Wes movie, or any of his other movies, they don't have the scares that this one has. No. This is a scary fucking movie. And they broke the mold because they went supernatural slasher, okay, with a great idea of the dream. But think about this. Yes, it is about teenagers, but they do character development in this one. Where in the other ones, it's only 4 people. You don't have that extra couple that gets killed. You don't it's just Nancy. Tina's like the central part of the story in the beginning, right? She gets killed off first. Other slashers don't usually do that. Yes, it's the psycho thing, but still, at the time, it was groundbreaking. They did that. After she's gone, the other kid, Rod's in jail. It just becomes a story about Nancy and what's his name? Glenn. And having to deal with their parents and everything on what's going on. You don't usually see that in a movie. Usually a slasher movie, number 1, it's not in suburbia. Sometimes they are, yes. Halloween, of course. Halloween night, he comes in their area and kills them. Usually they're out somewhere. They're out camping. They're out this place. They're doing things together. You know what I mean? They stay at their houses, and they get invaded in their own houses. But it's you care about the characters and the background. There really is no other slasher like it if you think about it from that perspective.
Agreed.
And that's it really is a special movie. The soundtrack, I had it going all the way up. I had it, okay, mine goes to 50. I put it to 35, and that was more than enough. My room was shaking. The soundtrack to that movie, they're in that movie, is fucking phenomenal. It hits so hard. It's loud. It works. It unnerves you. And the thing is, man, it's all her dream. You just see it through her eyes. Anyway, I don't want to go on.
The imagery in that film is like not Nancy, Tina in the body bag, with centipedes, with snakes below, just
I think
being
that was
dragged away.
That was a calamipede. A killipede.
Awesome. That imagery is fantastic. The Freddy getting his face ripped off. We didn't even know this guy yet, and that would be something that would have been done way more gimmicky later in the series. But we just are kind of introduced to him, and he's already like with the extended arms. Like there's already things that are thrown in to add layers to this
And
creepiness.
Marshmallow steps, man.
And then when she pulls that face off, that terrified me, and was the image that stuck with me because I saw that again. I saw that at age 12, and it scared the shit out of me. I totally agree. For whatever I am going to keep my. Did we actually introduce this properly? I mean, I know we kind of alluded to it. The big three. We're ranking our preference 1, 2, and 3 for all the movies. I think you said it, but just to clarify.
Yeah, no, that's good though. No, do it. Yeah, that's
but again, I'm going to stick with my ranking I did on the slasher film, all 10 out of 10s, but I'll do Friday as my number 1, Halloween my number 2, and Nightmare my number 3.
And for me, as much as I just blew Nightmare and everything else, I still, they're so close. They're all in my top 10s, period. You know what I mean? So it sucks having to choose, but I will pick Halloween, followed by Friday, and followed by Nightmare. So that's just how good those 3 are to me.
Yeah. I actually can't. I know they were all in my top 5, but I can't remember. I think they were all 3, 4, and 5. I just don't remember the order, but I'll go Nightmare, Friday, Halloween.
Nice. Wow.
That's my personal preference.
That's so cool. Nice. So we each had a different one that day. Right on. There you go. So now number 2. Well, everybody knows I'm going to say Friday 2. There's not even, I love that fucking movie way too much. And that's all there's. Halloween 2 is great. I love it. And Nightmare 2 is good. But Friday 2 is just special to me, in a way that, on Halloween the first and Friday 2 are the best 2 slashers to me, and that's all there is to it. So that's easy for me. So I'll say Friday, followed by Halloween, followed by Nightmare.
I'm the exact same order.
Sorry. I agree. No, I was gonna say I agree as well. Friday, Halloween, Nightmare for part 2s.
Okay, number 3. This might be interesting. Might be. This drives me nuts.
This might be interesting. I can't promise you out there, folks, if this is going to be interesting or not. It might be.
It might be. It's the 3s, man. I have loved Nightmare 3 forever. Here's the difference. You were talking earlier about nostalgia, and about how it weighs on movies. And I was thinking at the time, that's the exact thing that I have going on with me when it comes to Halloween 3 and when it comes to Nightmare 3. Friday 3 is always special. I love it. And it was the first movie that got me hooked on horror. So it's very special to me, but so is Nightmare. But the weird thing is this, Halloween 3 I don't have any nostalgia for, yet I find myself oddly obsessed with it at this age now. Like, I'm all about Halloween 3 now, because at first I didn't like it. I didn't like it until I saw it in the 90s one time, and it came on cable, and I just happened to be sitting around. It was the only thing on. I was hanging out with friends, and I was high, and I watched and ever since then, I had another appreciation for him. Like, you know what? I was unfair to this movie. So I've been on the Halloween 3 kick so strongly now for like the last 5 years. It's really tough for me to make a decision. It really is.
You got the shirt on. You got the fucking shirt on.
I do have the shirt on. And how weird is it if I put Friday 3 in 3rd place? I fucking love Friday 3.
This is part 1 all over. The ones. The 3s are like the ones. They really are. I agree with you.
Man,
I do too. And same feeling of Halloween 3. Like I did not give it a fair shake when I was younger, but I did come around on it a lot more so. But it's kind of like that sleepaway camp thing for me, where I just kind of put it at like a 6, 7 range. But I feel like it's grown on me definitely in the last like 5 years for sure. 10 years, definitely 5 years for sure, more so, because just being in this group and talking about more. When we did it with Matt, when he joined us think it was episode 23.
Jesus.
I think.
Get you shooting out numbers.
Uh,
Can you imagine
but anyway,
Dave going to the theater to see Halloween 3, but because he doesn't watch trailers, he shows up to the theater wearing his Michael Myers mask, and he's looking around, and everyone else is wearing these pumpkin witches and skeleton masks. He's like, what the fuck are these guys wearing? He's like, oh, it's like he's wearing his Michael mask, and then the movie starts, and he's like, aw. It's like, I need to watch trailers again.
Son of a bitch. Oh, I was gonna say something to Scott about it too, because he was saying he likes trailers and he likes seeing that. And I was thinking about it. I'm listening to it. And I'm like, how would you feel, Scott, if all of a sudden you're watching Halloween Kills, and you never watched the trailer, right? But Gizmo shows up in the middle of Halloween Kills for a minute. Don't you think you would pop seeing that and be excited instead of seeing it in the fucking trailer? And now you know Gizmo's there. Like, oh, that's cool. That's great. Gizmo's in it. But now it's ruined because of a commercial.
Now I'm gonna hate Halloween Kills if Gizmo doesn't show up in it. Like,
but imagine the feeling.
Why would
of
the
not
fuck would
knowing
Gizmo
that.
show up in this movie?
He better
Gizmo.
show up.
I hope he does now. I mean, imagine
Gizmo shows up and saves Dave from Damien.
that. But to sit in the theater and be watching Halloween Kills and having no knowledge of that, and all of a sudden Gizmo was on the screen, I think for Scott, he would fucking completely mark out. It would be such an exciting thing compared to just watching the trailer and then, you know, they show that Gizmo's in it. That's what I'm trying to get at when I say that's the reason. The excitement of seeing it in a trailer versus on the couch. You know what I mean? Or in the theater or whatever. Anyway, what do you guys have for this 3? This is so tough.
I just want to make a. Oh yeah, you go
Or
first.
I won't. Or
No, I was Well, because I was gonna go on a rant about Friday 3, but you go ahead. I'll just save it for when I.
I love
Not
them
a
all, but if I'm just simply going by my favorites, Halloween 3, Nightmare 3, Friday 3. Halloween 3
Cool.
has become one of my favorite movies, period.
I know you love it. It's interesting because both Halloween 3, Friday 3, I've always liked, but I just never ranked it excessively high, and have a new appreciation for it now. And again, because some of the things the opening is really kind of slow, I find, and then him just getting the mask, kind of like, he gets a mask. There's no real like, it's kind of just matter of factly. There's no kind of dramatic build to get in that mask, which would
have been funnier if Shelley bought a sack with 2 eye holes this time.
Like, and then he's doing this to the camera, and then we're seeing it in 3D. Might as well. They did everything fucking else. And then, like the kills are fine. They did go for more of the 3D. So when you watch it in 2D, it's just kind of flat, no pun intended. And then the final chase, though, is so damn good. And Jason is very menacing when he's chasing her. Now you add it in 3D and in true 3D, and it's even better because you get that dimension and you can see him in the distance running in the foreground, and it adds so much more. And then the opening, which I kind of felt was a bore before, with the sheets blowing and everything else, there's so much more to it now that you realize that it was all done for the 3D, and a gimmick, but a damn good gimmick, and it works really well. So now I've elevated that up. Halloween 3 is definitely growing on me. I watch it every year. It's great, but I am going to stick with my Nightmare 3, in this case, Dream Warriors, which I've always loved. It's just a quick watch. You can throw it in by itself. They don't have to watch it in
What else you got to
row.
throw it in with?
I mean, just without having to go. A lot of the ones you'd watch them as a series progresses and whatever.
Oh, okay.
That one you just pop it in. I guess you could do that with Halloween 3 too, and you can use that same argument for all these fucking movies.
More so than Nightmare 3.
Yeah, very true. Go fuck yourself. You're right. And then so Nightmare 3, Friday 3, and then Halloween 3. I really like Halloween 3. I don't give it the 10 out of 10 love that I think Brandon does, and I know Chris A.K. Scott does. It's one of his favorite movies of all time, Halloween 3. It's interesting that it has that fandom now, because growing up, it was like, I always use the Sleepaway Camp comparison. Every time we talk about this, I bring Sleepaway Camp up. Growing up, I knew no one that loved Sleepaway Camp. It's on every second person's favorite horror film for 1983 now. I'm shocked at the love that Sleepaway Camp gets, to be honest. I am shocked at that love. I like Sleepaway Camp, but I'm shocked that it has, like, best of 83 credentials or on some people's lists. And Halloween 3, same thing. I like Halloween 3. I like it a lot. I watch it every year. Tom Atkins makes the movie for me.
Yeah.
It's just not a 10
great.
out of 10. It's probably hovering now at around that 8 range.
Do you think Sleepaway Camp, and I just recently heard this on a podcast, and I
Summer
want to
Party.
say that...
Oh, no, Friday Nightmares.
Was it
Friday
Friday
Nightmares,
Nightmares?
I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
then if you heard it, that's what it was. Where the end of Sleepaway Camp, somebody said that if you take the end away, it wouldn't be as beloved. Do you subscribe to that?
Absolutely.
But
Chick
the
with a
thing
dick
is,
bigger than Brandon's. It's what makes it shocking, and it just ends on that fucking note. It's still, like, I know they do that flashback thing. I still don't understand why that makes her a fucking killer. I'm going to make you a girl now, even though you're a boy, and I'm going to treat you as a girl. There's so many other little plot holes that, like, sort of pop up there. Like, doesn't Ricky know all this? And is he just helping her keep it a secret? But then why is there killer tendencies? Like, there's so many. Like, why does that make her a killer? I still don't get it. Like,
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why do you question that, but you don't question all these other slashers where something that wasn't really that big a deal, somebody got embarrassed by a prank and they became a killer? Think about that. What do you think would be worse, to be pranked by these kids in school and embarrassed, or being male and told you have to dress as a female for your life as a child, having that mentality?
That would fuck you up in the head. No murdering tendency. She shows up at camp and boils a fucking guy who never dies. He just screams his way off the fucking screen, and they say, "It was the girl that did it to me."
He doesn't know. He can't see. That was the biggest pot in the history of fucking culinary cuisine.
I don't know why we're talking about it. It's not even in the Big Five, this franchise. I like Sleepaway Camp. I like it, but it's a so bad it's good movie. I think the acting's fucking horrible.
I'm kind of with you on that. I mean, Sleepaway Camp 2 is my favorite by far, so I'm with you that Sleepaway Camp 1 is just good. But I like some of the theories I hear that Ricky was killing along with Angela, because Ricky in a wig, it would really just help that scene a lot.
I have a whole thing from years ago that I saved for a show just like this. Of course, I'm not going to go looking now. Maybe the next time we do them, but it's this whole theory this fan-written theory, and it's really good.
Yeah,
about that.
That would have been a better title. There's our second movie, Ricky in a Wig.
Ricky in a Wig, man.
Anyway,
well, looking at this, yeah. I think Sleepaway. Do you think Sleepaway Camp is held in that much higher of a caliber as something like The Burning?
I would have. No. No. I think Sleepaway Camp is. I think more people like Sleepaway Camp more than Burning now. I would have never said that 6 years ago. I was shocked. It just because again I've grown up on it. I used to actually, like I said, we put it on and laugh at it. It was the movie that we put on not for for entertainment in a totally different way. We're laughing at the movie, not with it. And then we did it for TGIF, and then we talked about it on this. We did it here when I first moved in this house. I remember sitting on that side of the wall talking about it, and it was a great show. And it just my appreciation. I bought the Blue. I watch it. I watch it annually now, annually, and and it's enjoyable, and I like it much more than I did before. And I find that there's a little bit more to it, and I can enjoy it, but I still don't fully understand it. I still think it's very sloppy. And like I said, it hovers maybe at about a 7, maybe 7.5 for me. But I think people are putting it at that 9 to 10 range now.
8 for me.
It's probably a 9 for me. I think it's great, but I mean,
think it was a 9 for you.
Part 2's a 9 for me.
I love Part 2. It's great. It's like 7.5 though. Whatever. I do love it. I watched it a few weeks ago with my friends. But
Sleepaway Camp more than the other movies.
That's okay. That's the kind of show we're in. But the thing is, I think it's big because of the sequels. I think Sleepaway Camp is popular because it became a franchise and people love the whole franchise, at least 1, 2, and 3. You know what I mean? I think if The Burning would have a couple sequels, or maybe if there was never another Sleepaway Camp, I don't think people would perceive it as being more popular. But that's the point they were making, that the guy that was having a beef with it says, he goes, people make it sound like it's something like it's more revered than The Burning. And I'm thinking, I don't know if it really is.
I don't know if it really is either.
And I think the ending is great, but I think if you still don't have that ending, I don't know.
I still think it's a good movie.
It's fun. That's what it is. It's the atmosphere about that movie. But that is the punch. The punch at the end is big. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, that's a big punch, man. That's what Damien's gonna be doing to you next Saturday.
Yeah. He's gonna sleepaway camp you. Yeah.
I'm recording this fucking meeting. I'm telling you right
Yeah,
now.
I tell you, you better go in with the fucking camera like glued to the fucking top of your glasses.
Right.
I want a live fucking podcast.
Yeah, make it a walk dogging segment.
Yeah, right too. Well,
Go
dog,
on.
yeah.
Hey, David, you
my
don't mind if
dog
I film this so you don't hunt me for sport, do you?
I'm just gonna give my 3 now because it's hard to do and it's so close. And God, I feel bad doing it. It's weird. I should feel good about
I think
it,
you're doing the same as C. That's
but
what
I don't. I'm not, and that's the problem. That's why I
Oh,
feel
wow.
bad. My allegiance here.
Halloween,
Nightmare's still gonna be first though.
Yeah.
Nightmare 3 Dream Warriors is still gonna be. It's still a 10 for me, where the other movies are 9s. So I'm sorry. As much as I love Halloween 3 and I'm obsessed with it, I can't put it above Nightmare yet. Just can't. So it goes Nightmare, Halloween, and Friday is gonna finish in the end, which is shocking because I love Friday 3. But again, they're just so good. All right.
Yeah,
This
Friday
one's
3
hard
was
for me.
easy. Friday
Oh,
3
the
was
first-
easy for me to put last because as much as I like it, I feel like it might be my 5th favorite in the franchise.
Oh well, there you go. What can you do? I mean, I
So-
love the first 4 more than anything, but
I
okay.
think
Now,
I think I like 5 more than 3 now.
wow. Well, this isn't even close for me. I mean, you got Friday the 13th, the final chapter. You got Nightmare
Yeah.
4, and you got Halloween 4. For me, which is the biggest turd, Nightmare or fucking or Halloween? And I got to think about that. But I don't know. What do you guys got? I'm sure
It's
everyone's
no
right.
question. First one is Friday the 13th final chapter. I am torn with the second and third, but I am going to say Halloween 4 and then Nightmare 4. I think I like them evenly, but I just feel like I watch Halloween 4 much more now. And I do still stand by this. Whether you hate the look of Michael Myers there and what they did with the script, for some people, I loved it back in the day, and I thought it was actually scary back in the day. In '88, I thought it brought this jump scare back to the theaters. Now, not that it's seen a lot leading up to it, but I felt like coming in, it had a mood that was good. It had the jump scare in mid-death with the thumb in the forehead. That was great. Her whole nightmare sequence that doesn't make any sense. Still was scary when Michael Myers gets introduced. And again, if we want to dissect the film, we can pull it apart. And then that ending with the no, dun, 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 and she's standing at the top of the stairs. Still goosebumps to this day.
Dude, that ending does give you goosebumps the first time you see it. It really does. It is a great ending.
It is.
Shit, now you have me torn too.
Yeah.
Man.
But you know what? I'm gonna stick to my original guns. Definitely Friday 4.
There you go.
Definitely Friday 4 first. I'm just gonna give a slight edge to Nightmare 4 second and Halloween 4 third.
So you say Friday, Halloween, Nightmare? So do
No,
I.
I was that, and he was Nightmare.
I'm Nightmare then Halloween.
Oh, okay.
I like the ending of that Nightmare as well. I like it. It's just subtle and just kind of also a little creepy. Not
I
Halloween.
like the soundtrack
creepy, but...
too. Like
Yeah.
I will. That was a very difficult one for the number 2 spot, to be honest. But that's where my Michael Myers fanboyism, I guess, shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Loomis in part 4. He carries the film for me.
And Bucky.
Hey,
Don't forget Bucky.
Bucky, yeah. Of course you got Bucky and the fucking hillbilly.
Shit, Earl, it's Ted Hollister. It's a fucking gold line.
Shit. Okay, Friday,
Earl.
Halloween, Nightmare for me. Wow, I tell you, Halloween is policing well. Okay, part 5. Aha. Again. You got a couple.
It's easy for me. Easy.
Yeah, easy for me too. Friday, Halloween, Nightmare again.
Absolutely. That's exactly it. I love Friday 5 is I don't know why we say guilty
it's
pleasure,
crazy.
but because everybody says it's
No.
not the real Jason,
Fun.
there's still people that so it's funny. I've seen way more love for it over the years. But then I've seen equal amount of people that just shit on it and say it's one of the worst in the franchise because the real Jason's not in it. The real Jason is in this more than Michael Myers is in 3. I mean, I know that's weird. He's in this one more than he's in Jason Goes to Hell. Because he's in the fucking flashback sequences as the haunting of Tommy. I thought for a segue movie, this was more Friday the 13th than most of the Friday the 13th movies. More tits, more gore, more kills. They're caricatures at this point, but it's fun. It's a fucking fun movie.
This is the Halloween 3 of the Friday franchise. This one has grown love like that, but not to that extent. And I'm the same with you. I'm Friday, Halloween, Nightmare. Even though Nightmare 5 was the first horror movie I saw in theaters. That and Jason Takes Manhattan came out like 3 weeks apart in the summer of '89, and those were the first. And those were the first 2 horror movies I saw in theaters.
Good God, poor
but
boy.
It's still number 3.
I saw that with
yeah.
Darren, who's texted me while we were recording this morning.
Darren
we took Darren, and we didn't blow each other in the. But we took the bus because we were only 15, so we didn't drive yet. We took the bus to go see Nightmare 5.
We took the best
I still remember
bus
that
because we saw this in 1950.
But in defense of Halloween, which also gets shit on, Halloween 5 gets shit on. Yeah, I hate laying around the fucking hermit's hut for like a year. But I know that was a reshoot.
That was the original name of the movie.
Hermit's Hut. Instead of Hermit's Head.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, Hermit's Head.
Hermit's Hut for a year. But there was a whole different beginning that we know with Dr. Death or whatever like that, and he had the runes and whatever. I don't care about it. Like that aside, the telekinesis part, I can be on board with. It was a bit of a cop-out. Instead of having her kill her mom, she just wounded her, and there's now a telekinetic connection. But there's some creepy shit Michael Myers is stalking during the day again. He's just randomly in the background, and it's really kind of cool. And there's some nice set pieces, if you will, with her and the laundry chute and whatever that I do like. But they made a mistake killing Rachel off early, and Michael Myers' face was a disappointment, and the
most
introduction
people
of
that about you, so you can't really use those.
He sounded so much sexier. Anyway, I will defend and I will watch Halloween 5 annually again.
It's right there with 4 with me. I don't think a lot of people love 4 and they say 5 is a piece of shit, and I don't get that. They're like one continuous thing to me. They're very much alike, and neither of them is that great, but they're watchable enough. During the season, I should say. So
of the witch.
Yeah, must be the season of the witch, right, B? Okay, what about part 6? This is interesting.
This is another easy one for me.
Yeah, for you it is. Yeah.
Jason Lives, number 1, no question. It's fun. It's a fun. Yeah, it might be the most kid friendly Friday the 13th, but I think it's well lit. The humor's on point. I think, and just totally enjoyable to me. Gloves and the tool belt and all, and then Halloween 6, and then Nightmare 6, which is one of my least favorite, if not it is my least favorite Nightmare movie.
Makes sense. Yep. Well,
I'm pondering.
I got to stick with my guns here. I like Halloween 6 producer's cut especially. I will take the Halloween 6 producer's cut. Do I think it's excellent? No, but do I think it's better than the other 2? Yes. As I said before, I'm not a huge fan of Friday 6. It's fine. It's a little too comical and kiddie, and it's a little too much stuff that I don't know. I don't like the third act at all. I don't like anyway, I'm not going to rag on it. The movie's fine. So, yeah, it's going to go Halloween, and then Friday, and then again, Nightmare on the bottom. Shit.
And that's what I'm debating between yours or Christian's, but that's literally it. The producer's cut or 6. I'm going to go Friday 6, Halloween, then Nightmare.
And if I have to rate, the producer's cut does get the edge over the theatrical, but the better version of the movie is a combination of both. Because there's some better things that happen in the theatrical that is not in the producers, and then vice versa. I wish I should do a fan edit of that. Kuno, do a fan edit of that, but you won't know what I like. So maybe we'll have to work together.
That's the problem.
Kuno Matata.
Yeah. Well, because like there's certain things that I actually like. I like the ending of the producer's cut way more, with them running around with all the garb and whatever instead of. It's funny watching how they re-edited around it. It's actually very interesting. You take both films and it's a good little crash course in editing and just producers' involvement, I guess, or not involvement. And I think they fired director, or was it Joe Chappelle the whole time, or whatever his name was?
It was Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
It was Joe Shebang. I don't know. You know what I was thinking about last night? A combination of what did she say? Not whatever you do. Oh no. Okay. You know that one part in Nightmare when she goes to the doctor, and the mother's talking to her, talking to the doctor, the sleep disorder guy, and he goes, "You have to dream." He tells her, he goes, "If you don't dream, you go." So I was thinking of a combination between that and Friday 6, and an edit that I would make, and it said, "If you don't dream," and then flash to the guy going,
"Yeah, bang."
"Yeah, bang." Yes. If you don't dream, you bang. That could be cool.
How about wherever you go, you go?
Wherever you bang.
Oh,
you bang.
Is it wherever you bang that he says?
No,
He
it's
says
wherever
wherever
the little red dot goes.
Wherever
Doesn't
the
he
red
say-
dot goes, you bang. You bang.
Okay, so wherever the little red dot goes, you go.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm trying to get.
You can switch it around.
I'm about to go.
Wherever
Wherever the little red dot goes, you go.
you go.
The red dot's over there. See you guys later. What are we at? Part 7's now?
B, did you give your 6? Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah, Friday, Halloween, producer's cut, Nightmare.
Oh, part 7. I know where B's going. Okay, let's see here. Brandon Newblood has made his return. Okay, but let's see. So you got Brandon Newblood. You got Friday 7. And then you got, what is it, H2O? Yeah, it would be H2O. And then it would be New Nightmare. Wow. That's a battle right there.
Fuck.
A battle of slightly above average movies. Let's see. Friday, New Nightmare, and H2O. Wow. Fuck. It really is close.
Well, New Nightmare, number 1. That's no question for me. And then it's just a matter of what of the turds I choose from. I think I'll give the edge to H2O here over Friday the 13th, because I shit on H2O because of that fucking mask, the structure. I don't like what they did with Jamie Lee Curtis's character, but there's still enough okay stuff, and I do like the decapitation at the end. It's also way too short, but when have I ever made that a complaint? That should be a good thing. I always say a movie's too long. This time I could have used a little bit more, but I'm going to give the edge to H2O and then put Friday the 13th in dead last. Beagler can suck it.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be, it's so close. None of these are great. These are all just like mediocre movies to me. I don't hate any of them. But I do like H2O at times. Sometimes it really takes me in. When we did our top 50, it was my number 50 slasher. I just enjoy the callbacks and the Friday. I guess I like the fan service in it. It's comfortable to me. Even though I don't like Jamie Lee's character that much, there's still things about it that I guess if I'm on a desert island, that's what I'm. So yeah, I'm going Halloween, and then Friday, and then New Nightmare. New Nightmare's fine. When we reviewed it, I don't know. It got a little too comical for me in the third act. I was hoping to change and.
The third act is like you wonder why they went that route, because they were going so beautifully in a different way, and then it fell right back into the Freddyisms of the last two movies. of the extended head and the tongue and all the stupidity that they became the character. I don't know why they injected that into the final act. And I did have that. I loved that. I thought that was like a perfect pairing with number one for me way back when. And now I've cut down significantly on my like of that. That's one that's dropped over the years to now roughly being about a 7.5.
That's
Right.
pretty high.
Yeah.
8.
It is pretty high.
For
I'm not
Nightmare?
high on
New
any of
Nightmare?
these. I'm not high on any of these films anymore, but I'd also go New Nightmare, then Friday, then Halloween.
Interesting.
Wow.
I gotta
Nice.
go Friday second over Halloween because it's got my favorite character, Melissa.
Melissa, yeah, gotta love her. Yep. I do love that final battle. The final act of New Blood is great, and they're back at camp. And yes, it's a poor man's final chapter, but it still has the Friday feel to it more than Part 6 had to me. That's what I like about it. They're back at the camp. They're kids again. Jason, I don't know. I
thought they were
prefer
back
it.
at a really shitty river or lake. It was like it looked like they took a hose and filled a mud thing up, and then Jason's
Mud
just doing like fucking like crazy, or what is it, like a figure 8 around the place. He just randomly he comes out of the lake 2 feet from all these kids fucking in the house, but decides to go stroll in the woods for a bit and then kill a bunch of people and then come back the next day to kill everybody in the house. It's stupid. It's stupidly paced. The telekinesis, I know they wanted to add another level, but it was so flatly directed and uninspired. And then the soundtrack from that Mullen guy.
Yeah, I know.
I will say Tina's theme. I like Tina's theme. Tina's theme.
Yeah.
I give a thumbs up.
Yeah.
But some of the other stuff was really sounded cheaply produced, and I wish there was just more of a merging of Manfredini style with the new style. But
I agree. There's something about the aesthetic of parts of New Blood, the way
It's
it
like a
looks.
TV movie.
Maybe it's the film grade they used, but it looks different than Part 6. Like Part 6 had this look to it that didn't seem like. Look, watch Part 4 and then watch Part 6 and then watch 7.
They
You can
use
even skip
film
that.
grade
But-
7, which you should know a lot about.
6 looks like truth be told, 6 looks like a real movie. 6 has backlighting. It's just more professionally made. 7 is flat and looks bad, but I will give Beekler a few things, although I said he could suck it. He gives Jason a lot of cool hero shots in the movie.
Yeah,
and there's that
he
one
does.
scene. I just wish there's just some uninspired deaths, but the look of Jason
Yes.
himself with the exposed spine and whatever is really fucking cool.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know. It's,
Best
Really
looking
cool
Jason.
for a zombie Jason.
right.
Hey, he's zombie Jason because of your beloved Part 6. You're
Yeah,
Frankenstein Jason, so don't be going there.
that fucking shit. Yeah.
I went
Hey,
there.
at least they tried something new.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Okay. Now this closes out for some of them. This is Part 8. So we have we have Halloween: Resurrectum, that piece of shit, and then we have Jason Takes Manhattan, and then we have
Nightmare on Elm Street
the
remake,
remake,
right?
the Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Look, 10 years ago, I would have probably put that remake at the bottom. I just could not get through it. It's like sleep-inducing. That opening scene puts me into a fucking dream state. I don't know what it is about Nightmare on Elm Street, but then when we reviewed it for the movie and the time I watched it after that, I now like it. I don't love it, but I like it. So I will say Nightmare remake is on the top, then Jason Takes Manhattan, then Resurrectum.
Me too.
I'm gonna be a little controversial here. Clearly, Nightmare remake has grown on me as well. Not a great film, but definitely the number one. The first 20 minutes of Resurrection I prefer over anything in Friday 8, so I gotta go Halloween and then Friday 8. I hate Friday 8. It's so fucking boring. Although Kelly who?
Yeah.
Kelly who?
Kelly
Kelly.
who?
Yeah, Kelly's in that one.
Yeah.
Because I love her.
She's in it, although her death is still kind of just not that great.
What about Tamara? You know, with her body painting.
I'm still
Everything
more
going on.
of a Kelly Who fan. I don't
Yeah.
mind her kill. You know, sometimes you just want to choke a bitch.
And again, credit to the cinematographer. It looks damn good, that movie. The boat scenes with the light dancing off it's got a good aesthetic. It doesn't look like a Friday the 13th movie. Well, when they're at the beginning, yeah, and then it looks kind of like Part 6. Like there's a little bit more production. It definitely looks better than El Cheapo 7 does. No question.
I don't think so. I think
Saying it's a good movie.
I'm gonna. That's the only time Halloween finished third for me. 8 movies it took for Halloween to finish third. Isn't that something? So I'm gonna add up my things. So Halloween, I have 1.
We'll wait.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Shit,
I don't think Friday 7 looks that bad.
There's some good
No, I
moments.
think it looks
like
good. I like the way it looks.
I don't, but there's some good moments within. Like when Jason's just standing in the corner, the guy walks in, and the lightning illuminates him. You see Jason standing there. Why is he standing there? Who the fuck knows? But he's standing there, and it's cool for the film.
He's playful. He's very playful in part 7.
That's why he decides to... I've been resurrected. All I want to do is kill, but I'm going to take a little stroll in the woods first.
He's got to find Bernie.
Tina's fainted right in front of his fucking face, down on the ground. No, I'm not going to crush her to death. I'm going to go to the woods for a bit.
He's like, I am not doing a third weekend at Bernie's. I'm getting this fucking guy now.
Hopefully her dad that died, 17 years ago, is not still alive in this fucking lake. or running around in this lake. Nobody they could pull out of this goddamn lake.
Ridiculous. So here's my totals after the 8, because this is where it ends. So just going by the head-to-head 1 through 8. Third place, Nightmare on Elm Street with 17 points. Second place, Halloween with 16 points. And Friday the 13th comes in first place with 13 points. So Friday still
13.
Wins.
I didn't add it up, but I assume Friday wins. Halloween's in second for me, and Nightmare's in third.
Oh, and I was gonna do it, but then I realized I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so now
I didn't write mine down.
Now you continue on part 9. You got Jason Goes to Hell versus Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah,
Jason
Rob
Goes to
Zombie's
Hell.
Halloween, and then Jason Goes to Hell.
Halloween, and then Friday.
We don't even need to discuss this. Next.
Okay. Then we have Jason X.
Want to mock that damn cat?
He's okay. Then we got Jason X versus Halloween 2. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
H2 has become a favorite. So
yeah, it's
that's
funny.
Easy for me. H2.
Yeah. H2 and then Jason X. I like Jason X. Yeah. Jason X is a fun comic book, but H2 is a better movie.
Yep, I'm with you there. So then we have, what else? One more, right? It's going to be Halloween 2018 versus Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, God.
Versus Freddy versus Jason.
Halloween 2018, and then Freddy versus Jason. Second. Okay.
Yeah, me too. So this is the thing about the Halloween franchise. They are stronger in the second half. Friday's stronger in the first half, although Halloween has a pretty impressive, first 4 anyway. But still, so now if I do it over,
Nightmare's a fucking abomination.
right?
I can't vote on that. I hate both those movies.
19. I end up having a tie. Yep. Now they both have 19 points if you include all of them. Halloween and Friday, which makes sense because Friday is my number 1 and Halloween is my number 2 in franchises. And Nightmare's not even in my top fucking 10 franchises, So it makes sense. And what's going to happen next time? It's going to be the Friday remake versus Halloween Kills to continue on.
Friday remake, then Halloween Kills.
I already know.
I don't understand why Friday remake. Don't get me wrong, Halloween Kills looks great, but I don't understand why Friday remake gets shit on so much. I really don't get the hate for that. It looks amazing. Jason's fucking scary again. Derek Mears did a fantastic job. It's got all the elements of Friday the 13th. I just wish they did a little bit more from the part 1 instead of just a pre-credit sequence. And then have that long drawn out part 2 portion, it seems. But it's still good, decent enough kills. I like that they made him a hunter, so that whole living in the woods thing makes a little bit more sense, that he's become a hunter. Okay, the underground tunnels may be a little bit overdone, but what has he been doing all these years? So he's done that. I like what they did with the character, and they actually try to give him a fucking character instead of just being an unstoppable monster that is vengeful for Mom's death. I think they try to do something with the character.
Yeah, show me that cat's asshole again.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on over there?
This
Doesn't like my take on Friday remake.
He
Nah,
gave you
leave
a
it
real close
alone.
up of his butthole right when you.
And it's
Oh,
not even a
boy.
remake. It's just a reboot. Like that's as much a remake as Part 2 is a remake. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a retelling of the story, and they just do a quick, retcon at the beginning to get them to where we need to be.
Freddy versus Jason, Halloween 2018. That's what I'm going.
Well, I'm okay with the remake too. I enjoyed the remake for what it is. Friday remake, it's fine. I know there's things I could pick on, but we've been down that road. It's fine. But I don't know. I hope I like Halloween Kills more. That'd be great. That means Halloween Kills would be great. So I hope that does happen.
I don't think it will be. I'm going Friday remake, then Halloween Kills.
So Halloween. I wanted to tell you, hey, get out of there. Talking about Halloween fanboys in Halloween 3, that how funny that they are. I don't know if you guys saw that because I actually posted it in our group when somebody was talking in the Halloween 3 group about Jamie Lee Curtis, how it's been, it's official now that she was not the voice in Halloween 3 because she said it and the director, right? So anyway, I'll just tell you what he says. It's a lot to read, but the bottom line is this. He says, I got a random response from Daniel Farrens, the screenwriter of Halloween 6 and another Halloween group. He further confirmed that Jamie Lee was not the voice of the curfew-announced telephone operator. On top of that, he also added that she's not the voice in the computer in Escape from New York. He said it's a well-known voice actor named Kathleen Blanchard in both parts. And then, this is on top of the fact that Sean Clark Horror's Hollow Grounds, who was also the presenter at Jamie Lee's only Halloween signing event, where she also confirmed with me last year that she wasn't the voice of the curfew announcer in H3. I didn't want to post this because people are going to argue about it. Bottom line is, all this stuff has come out. She herself said that it's not me, right? And then the guy shows screen caps of conversations and this and that and the other thing. So now I see this, and I even said it here when we did our Halloween retro that she's the voice in that. That it's it's long been rumored, or I didn't know if it was official, but you guys knew that, right? That it was believed to be her all this time.
No, I knew.
I
it was
don't think I
Kathleen
cared.
Blanchard.
Yeah, I don't. And I didn't mean to
cool.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I thought it was cool because Halloween 3 still had John Carpenter, Deborah Hill, Dean Cundy, still had the same crew, and Tommy Lee Wallace, pardon me. Mamma mia. Tommy Lee Wallace, and then that she took part because she was the voice. So, and it does sound like her. It's 9 o'clock, curfew, that whole thing. So, I was happy to see this. So I said, thanks for looking into this. It's cool to have it cleared up once and for all. And that's what I said, because it was. I'm like, okay, now it's official. Of course, the Halloween fanboys, one comes on later on, a couple days later, and says, Dave Z, even though it's not cleared up at all, he says. He still doesn't believe it. And then someone commented the other day and said, Dave Z, nothing has been cleared up once and for all, in quotes. This is utter bullshit. Jamie Lee Curtis is a liar. She also said she wasn't in the fog. It is her voice in the film. Why would they go looking for a sound-alike? And I didn't respond to these people. Isn't that some shit? They don't believe it?
People are just
I
idiots.
hate these people.
Yeah.
I hate these people. I like, honestly, I now want to change my votes and put all the Halloweens at number 3.
Doesn't matter in the big picture.
They really are the worst fans. They're horrible, fucking annoying ass people.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck.
The bottom of the bottom, just fucking wretched people. I'm not even talking fans. Like just horrible people.
And it's all hearsay. This guy says 15 years ago, a friend of mine, one of my asked her at a convention if it was her, and she said it wasn't.
Who gives a
Why
fuck?
would she lie about that? Like, nobody even cares. Like, I've never thought twice about this.
I never
Why
thought
would
twice about this either.
No, I was just happy to know that it was confirmed. I heard the rumor that it was her.
No,
I
Dave,
always thought
nothing's been confirmed.
No, she lies. Everybody lies about it. For what reason? You know what I mean? Why?
Look at this.
Why would you lie about it?
I like that she said she wasn't in the fog, though.
Producer's cut.
And we were just talking about it, and this pops up in the history of horror right now
Nice.
as a
And theatrical cut is winning.
by one.
Wow.
3 people voted.
Yeah.
I
That's it.
predict it will not. How much is that? A big group? A lot of people in there?
I don't know. Sometimes
Okay.
I wonder why I'm in these fucking groups. Just 'cause for the same
Meanwhile,
reason.
you voted. Meanwhile, you fucking voted.
Well, I did. Why not? But I mean, that group seems to be less annoying than the ones I left. Because I left groups because I'm just like, why am I in this? Like what? Because it's like these
when are you
fucking
leaving
assholes
EH?
that Dave's talking about. Soon. So it's actually a perfect segue. How do I get out of the 70s thing for 22? I don't know if I could do it. Am I going to be in trouble if I leave it now? I don't want to be on that 70s show anymore.
That 70s show. Who are you, Ashton
That
Kutcher?
70s show.
Ashton fucking Kutcher over here. I don't want to be
Yeah.
on that 70s show. Yeah, go
Yeah.
go have an amazing solo career.
I gotta pass the baton to Mike.
No.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. What do you mean? If you don't feel like doing it, you just tell
Yeah,
them.
I've watched 3 of them. I'm like, I'm not gonna get a top 10 out of this fucking thing. I have
watched
no
it.
interest.
I watched 4, and I got 1 film for my top 10 so far, but I'm not stressing it. If you don't want to do it, you just tell them you can't do it. You don't want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not until October, right? So
Yeah, end of September, beginning of October, somewhere. Around
that's when
there.
I'll tell them. Dave, don't say anything. Not you, Dave. Dave Parker. If you didn't hear anything, everything's great. I'm doing the show still.
Dave's already
Till
watched
end of September.
150 films from that year, even though there was only like 130 released.
There's a lot. I'm on 24 out of like 70 that I'm going to watch. I might not even hit 70. Either
Dude,
way, though.
I looked up on Letterboxd on IMDb, and both lists, according to those, was only like 130 to 135 films from that year.
There you go. Not bad.
So it's not. Well, there's really, and when they list that many, 30% you probably can't even find. They're probably
Of course
like,
not.
So, like, there's really not. It's you don't have to watch it. You can't really watch 100 films from that year. I mean, I guess you could.
I don't want to.
Yeah, but Dave, like Parker's even said that he's watched some that are like, he's not considering horror after he's already watched them.
That's. I mean, I'm looking at what you guys are writing. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna amend this list completely. But
Well, if you're not going to have fun and you don't feel like doing it, then just tell them you can't do it.
I just wanted to get you back in. I wanted to get us all back in to continue because it's great. When you get a great year, it's well worth it. Even though this year I'm fine with it. I'm watching one every day. And again, only one movie so far.
Shit.
One a day. Yep, that's what I do unless I have to watch something for something else. You know what I
Like-
mean? But I usually squeeze time.
Thinking about it, I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to watch that. It shouldn't be like that. I feel like I should be wanting to watch these movies.
You're right.
I'm saving the ones because I know there's like 5 that I'm saving for later, but then one that I was actually looking forward to because I just like well, I don't like Herschel Gordon Lewis, but I've liked 2000 Maniacs, and I think that's the only movie that I've actually liked of his. But I was looking forward to seeing Wizard of Gore because I haven't seen it, and Dave Parker says it's horrible. It's fucking horrible.
Wizard of Gore,
I've never seen it.
I don't think it's fucking horrible, but 2000 Maniacs is Herschel Gordon Lewis's masterpiece.
Yeah,
No, that's
the-
fine.
like-
So be it.
Yeah, I've seen Blood Feast too, but Blood
Feast is
the
actually
original.
Blood Feast is actually one of my least favorite of his.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I haven't even seen 2001 Maniacs.
See,
Just the
Wizard of
remake.
Gore is a good showcase of the gore that he was doing. I mean, it really is.
I'm curious
Real
then.
nasty stuff.
I do want to see. And again, the thing with the reason I want him to stay on, even if he does it half-assed, is because the next time it's going to be something from the 80s, or it's going to be a better year or something. And it's more. This might not be the strongest year, but I think maybe see if you just watch like 25 movies.
The next year will be 97.
I could just tell you the 25 movies to watch, and so could C, or so could B between the two
I've
of us.
got
Say,
some.
here, these are the ones. You know?
Gents, I think
I
I've
don't
got to go because it's noon, and I kind of gave them a heads up that I was going to be done by noon, and I feel like there's some activity upstairs that I have to attend to. So, my daughter needs to call me. I guess she's stuck at the store doing something because she's working.
Oh, boy.
So, I've got to go.
Okay.
All right,
I guess
let's wrap
that's
this up.
I guess that's the end.
Sorry. Well, no, you guys can
see.
keep going. I can keep this recording if you want.
Well, you're not going to come back. Why would we do without you?
Okay.
You
She
know?
said she's okay to wait until I'm done. So that's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, you got me, but
Let's do another 3 hours then.
Yeah.
you have to leave though now, or do you not have to leave now?
I've got to get going soon, so it's fine. One way or the other. I just
Okay.
here. You guys continue for a bit, okay?
Okay. I do have a lot of stuff, but I guess we can wait till hopefully we can do this again because there's so many things I've been waiting to talk about that are just on here. Although it's nothing that has to do with time at all. These are things that can be within anything. But I have like some articles here and some other stuff and
Yeah, no, definitely hang on to it if we don't talk about it now.
well, hopefully we can start doing these after the summer series. Hopefully we can start doing this type of stuff every 3 shows. Maybe that would be the way to go, and then we have tons of stuff if they want to hear it. I don't know how this episode's going to translate to the listeners or not. I don't know. Hopefully it's great, but I mean, if not, then maybe they don't want more BS episodes. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. But I do have more stuff, like the Halloween 4Ks. Are you going to get any of those?
I'm not. I'm not only because I'm content with the Blu-rays. Listen, if I didn't own like the Blu-rays, then I'd probably buy the 4Ks. But I'm not. But if I ever did, it would be probably Part 3 would be the one.
Yeah, I have Part 1, so I'm not going to bother to get the other one, the other 4K. And
Yeah.
I'm going to get 2 and 3. I have to get 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And these are the only movies I've considered buying in like 3 months. I don't buy anything anymore. The only that I said I'll do it occasionally. This is a special thing, and it's not going to come out until October anyway. So I put the thing in, the pre-order in, and I said, okay, those are 2 movies I'll get. That's fine.
I have not bought movies for myself in probably a year. All the movies I get now are I do gifts with people and stuff like that. So I will buy them movies and they'll buy me movies. So
You're
it's
spending
a lot.
a little.
Yeah, but I would say I'm probably getting 20 new movies a year at this point.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Yeah, but I mean things are going well now. I'm interviewing for jobs. I have another interview this Tuesday. Once I get going with back to work and all that, and I start saving my money, then I might be inclined to start buying some more movies. There's tons I want. Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy collecting, but
I'm done. I'm not saying I'm done. I'm just I've lost the vigor for it. I just want to save money, and maybe what I'll do is buy 1 movie a month. I still haven't because I'm afraid once I start I won't be able to stop. You break your cherry and then you start looking at the staples and this and that. I don't even want to go down that path. But
I've been very very picky and very cautious with it as well, but I will when I get back to it. Even still, like when I say collecting again, I'm still saying, if I bought 2 movies a month, that would be a lot.
Oh my God, yeah,
And you got to take advantage of sales. That's what I do. Like I like a lot of stuff like that Kino puts out. So when Kino has a sale, you could get 10 movies for $100, and that might be the last time I spend that kind of money for like 6 months. So I got 10 movies there, then another sale comes, I get another 10 movies. And then that's it. Plus what I exchange with friends, and all of a sudden you get 40 new movies in a year, and that's a lot. That would be a lot for me.
I think I'm going to allow myself, after I get my credit card down to halfway, because the credit companies like them to be at the halfway. So it's $2,500 limit. When I get it to like 12, 11 area, maybe I'll buy 1 a month just so I could use it still. 1 movie a month and then pay it right off. Maybe that's what I'll do. I think I'm about 10 months away from getting to that level.
Oh, so I wish my credit card was at 1,200. I'm at like 7,000 right now.
That's okay. You'll get there. See what's going on.
Oh, no, nothing. I just had to give her a quick call, but I do have to go soon. I thought we were just recording to 12 today, so that's kind of what I announced to everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We have tons of stuff that we can cover on other shows.
Yeah, hopefully we can do these again. I have more stuff here, but I mean, we can just save it for the next BS episode. Maybe who knows? If it wasn't for the summer sausage, oh damn, I had a whole thing about 8 movies. Well, we can do that on the intro next show. That's what we'll do. So, but I have some ideas about, because you guys are talking about the summer sausage for next year, if it being Hellraiser, and I'm like, well, we got to see which Hellraiser is going to come out, because the new one might be out by next year, because it's coming to Hulu, by the way. So it's either going to be a 7-film series to team up with it, or an 8-film series. So I was going to read the ones that were possibly available and see how that sounded. But
interesting. And
what's next year? Yes.
What's the next films? Next is Amityville Curse.
Amityville Curse, and
is Amityville Curse even playing anywhere? Or do you got to watch it like illegally?
Nope, it's only on a Plex.
No, I thought I saw it somewhere. I wrote notes for those, but I can't remember
Where I put those notes now.
I think I either have to rent it or legally stream it. This is the one that has like the 2.9 rating
Yeah,
or
it's
2.8.
gonna be terrible.
Oh my god! Even Jason Smith. It's funny. You said he wrote to you, Christian. He wrote to me the other day or yesterday and said, "I feel bad that you got to watch The Curse next." Not looking forward to it, but at least they're short. They're in and out. And Texas
Curse
Chainsaw
is on YouTube.
what? Okay,
Oh,
I'll
is
watch
it?
it there.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Nice.
beautiful.
And,
Okay.
and Texas Chainsaw is what? The remake? 03?
Yes.
Yeah, if we're on
Okay.
4, yeah.
Or
Or 5, I should say. Yeah,
Yeah.
5.
Okay,
Yep,
cool.
It's 5. So that's
Right.
cool. Yeah. So that's what we'll do next show. We'll see what's going to happen there. I have more stuff. I have tons of notes, but we'll try to work this stuff into the intros on the other shows if we have time, or another BS show. Maybe we'll be able to do these more often. But I think I have a list here of endless stuff.
Yeah,
that I
no,
can-
just pop in a topic each show
You know?
during
Yeah.
our bullshit segments.
Yeah, I think that might be fun. Okay. So, yes, then we'll get out of here. 150 episodes. Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Yes, thank
We
you.
love you all. And let us know. Maybe I'll just put up a poll about what you think about these being more frequent, these type of episodes. But I don't know. You guys
Yeah,
tell us.
and remember, the first, hour of this episode was really us just sort of, bullshitting about nothing. We had, now we're getting into the topics the last
Right.
hour and a half. So think
Sorry.
about... No. That's
No,
what
no,
we do.
no.
But think about if,
Right,
the
yeah.
bullshit show started out with, topics. You know, we once we got into, the franchise rankings and then stuff like that, and talking about that, and then talking about, I don't know, whatever else we've been talking about. I'm very tired all of a sudden.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, then let's take off. We'll see you guys soon. We love you all. Thank you. And to another 150.
Bye, everybody.
Damien.
Chi-chi, man, chi-chi. Yeah, to Damien.